how to stream again. How do we do this, chat? Has been a while. Let's see, is this even working? I think it is. David Scott, the best way to stream is to do a lighting tutorial. True, buddy. We may have screwed our stream up by being so AFK for so long. But listen, it is hard to work and also do streams. So, hey guys, there we are. Beats, hey Beats, what's going on? You've been commenting on my stuff. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. The Chosen One, yo, what's up? Your trans Dino, I think? So real. Yeah, we were out of it for a bit, so trying to balance it. It's hard to find balance in life. I'm a very all or nothing guy. Both Cuber, hello from Australia. Hey, buddy, what's going on? I never know what's a good time zone for any of this stuff, but there you go. We are here. Camera. I got out of work. Okay, so we still got the the classic. Nothing has changed in my life, okay? We're still doing the same tie and got out of work and I'm here alone, so why not? Why not ramble? Let me turn the music down now. So, okay, there we go. I have your lighting tutorial on my what does that say? It cut off. On my wall. Oh yeah, the light, yeah, from the Discord. I saw that. Yeah, so I took off the last week to work on stuff, and I think it's good to do that. It's just, man, is it hard to balance everything out. It is so much pressure to do these streams, right? Because they're fun to do. It's fun to hang out. It's fun to figure stuff out. And then you feel like I haven't done a video in a month, so I should do content. I should get videos going. And all that stuff just sort of, you know, it collects up in your brain. And you try to figure out where's the best way to go. What's the best path forward? And I don't really know. But you gotta be honest, sometimes sitting here and working alone, I just end up watching dumb videos or doing something that's nonsense. It's like, I might as well see if we can do the fun streaming stuff. And we can also show what we did get done, because it wasn't totally nothing. Although I have to be honest, there's a little bit of an annoyance here. My laptop, in a game jam I did a while ago, right? A long time ago I did a game jam, the Ludum Dare Jam, which I had 48 hours to make a game. And in my sort of mental, I don't know what you could say, declining mental brain, the Q key on my keyboard, this is a laptop, right? The Q key was like sort of not working. So I popped it off and tried to fix it, and then this is in the middle of that jam. This is months and months ago, right? This is back last year. And ever since I popped it off, the Q key stopped working entirely. Elkweb, yes, I needed to stream tonight. Did you? Listen, we have to figure this stuff out. It is, this is an old DGG song. I always like this song. I think I like this song because it's about like the universe embracing you or whatever, but it was like a song, how would you say this? It was like a piece about, like, there was a melody and you had to write a song based on that melody, and I thought this one came out so well. Also, the guy actually sang it. Like, it's very rare that you find someone that will really sing their parts. A lot of it were instrumentals. That was really good. Okay, we're all over the place, so that's how you know we're streaming, because we're already all over the place. Okay. This song is a banger. Okay. Just a remix. We'll loop it for a second because it's a good loopable. All right. What was I saying? I got so lost in it. Oh yeah. So the Q key hasn't worked forever. So anytime we need to queue free, here. I never know. Do I Google anything crazy? Hold on. Let me just show my Google history. Okay. No, it seems like we're fine. We're good. Okay. So if you go into my Google here and you type UE free, so the reason why this happens is that my Q key doesn't work on the keyboard at all. So in Godot, you need to queue free things. So instead, I just Google this, we find queue free, and we copy, and we paste. Imagine doing that every time in coding. Anytime you have to type the letter Q, it doesn't work. That's been a little annoying, I gotta be honest, but guess what? It's gotten a little bit worse. Now it seems like the W key is a 50-50. W. It worked there. Yeah, the W key sort of works sometimes, and other times it doesn't. So now I'm like, man, do I go get this laptop fixed, like the keyboard on it, or do I just give up and buy like another keyboard? But then it becomes this like Voltron of devices I'm plugging in, because you have the laptop, and then there's like an HDMI cable getting plugged in for this TV that's here. The camera is a cable. the power. The microphone is another cable that goes to this box here. The mouse has its own little thing, and then soon it's gonna be this separate fucking keyboard. I'm just gonna have this giant ugly ass keyboard. I am fucked, man. Okay, I don't know why me. All right, I remember that game jam too. I popped off the Q key and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I did a thing where you sort of like blow on the like try to get any dust out or whatever, and it just didn't work. And they're being like, you don't need Q. Q is not that necessary. You could always rewrite the English language and exile Q forever. That was my plan. Here's the other thing that happens a lot. Actually, really relevant for game jams, is that the Q key comes up in game jams. Because let's say it comes up in a normal game, right? It doesn't matter at all. Because you can sort of just remap it to something else or whatever, right? It's a real game, right? So in real games, there's other options. But in a game jam, I remember playing game jams where it was like Q is the button that does like, it's like your, I don't know, a dash button or something weird. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm not dashing in this game jam, like, because there's just no way. I was just out of luck. So I don't know. Some of that stuff was pretty annoying. So maybe it's time to buy. Maybe just buy another keyboard. I think I used to have one. I used to play Apex Legends on. So I'd push the thing back and like use that because it felt nicer. But God, I like being able to get up and go. There's a term way back in the day called digital nomad, where like I guess people did like digital art and they could just live anywhere and work on stuff. I always thought that'd be dope as fuck, even though I don't like going anywhere. I like staying at home. But I'm just saying, the idea of having a laptop and you do all your work on that and then you could just get up and go, that sounds so based. Are you buying mouse buttons to W and L? Yeah, I don't. This is like a $10 mouse that I got on probably Amazon, honestly, but it has no other mouse buttons. That's not a bad idea either. I don't know how to reprogram stuff. That's the other thing too. How do you guys look up to any of my stuff I do? I don't know how to do anything. I'm such a dumb fuck, dude. Holy shit. It's fucking awful. I did start a little bit of a script for maybe the next video. This is a sign from the grocery store I work at, and then on the back here, I started writing some script ideas, and I don't really know if it's any good or what to do with it. What I've realized is that when I work on the video stuff, I actually kind of like it. I like talking in front of a microphone. I like ranting. I think that's why I've, as nervous as streams made me in the beginning, why I've like done them time and time again. Because like at the end of the day, it is sort of enjoyable just to ramble and rant. And I feel the same way when I work on stuff. But I don't know how much I want to like script out things. This script had like, maybe the idea I could talk about for the next video is choices in games, and tie that into Far Gun Frontier and how I'm going to add choice. Or I'm sorry, how do we get out of this? How I'm going to add choice. But I want to do so much more. And the longer I wait between doing videos, the more it feels like it's throwing it all away. Oh my god, dude, everybody is here. All my classic fans. Oh my god, I love you guys. Not fans, I don't know. You guys feel like more like Discord homies. Mitch, hey yo, hey, what's going on? Different. Oh, I wonder if I still have that file I could show you for my lighting thing, how it turned out. Even though I did take that video and showed you. My mobile setup is a laptop and a tablet that I turned into a second screen. Really cool, to be honest. He's doing the thing. Guys, he's doing it. Do you see him? Hold on. Just camera. Do you see him right here? This little dude. Right there, he's got his dish. He looks so homeless now. He needs a haircut so bad. Look, this is what he does. He hits it like a drum because he wants more food. He's gonna get it. Do you also stream on Twitch? No! Oh, we said we were gonna do that. I think we should be doing both Twitch and YouTube, and then if you guys want to go over there, we can. Because it does seem like you can't. He just fucking keeps going, by the way. Because it seems like you can't really build streams on YouTube so much, or at least I can't. Although it feels like copium to say it'll grow on Twitch. He must get food now. Okay. What? All right. BRB. He's gonna get food. Okay, we'll be right back. He always gets food. Oh my god. He did the nuclear option. He has a nuclear option. I don't know why we gave him the skill tree. He is overpowered, okay? Here's his nuclear option. His first motive operandum, is that a fucking real thing? I just try to sound smart and said some dumb shit I made up. His first move in every opening fighting game, he has the same opener, and every time it's to take his dish full of food when it's empty and flip it over and do that. But he has a second move, and I don't enjoy this move as much. It's such a troll move. He takes the water dish. So when I'm ignoring him and he flips the food over and he's knocking that and it doesn't work, then he moves on to the water dish. It's full of water. He flips it over. Then he plays that one like a troll. So now I walk into the kitchen and it's just water everywhere. And I'm like, you piece of shit. So now if he gets thirsty, his water dish is full of food and his food dish is, I don't know, under the couch. I have no idea what he did with it. This is his favorite thing to do. This is, you know what? I cave. This is why I'd be bad with children. Okay? Because I just want, also probably would be bad at streaming. I just want people to like, it's like, I just want him to like me. I just want my dog to like me. And instead he's getting fat and he's fucking throwing shit on the floor. Sounds hard. I don't know what would be hard. He must get food now. He did get food now. I thought it would be hard. I don't know what you're saying. It sounds suggestive as fuck though. It wasn't hard to feed him, but it's hard for me to say no to him. Okay. But I did notice he is getting chunky. Okay. I do both Twitch and YouTube. It's not too hard. Oh, that's what you guys are talking about. Okay. I don't mind having it up. But we'd have to do the work to do it. Like we'd have to make a Twitch account. My brain is too mush at this point. All right, we need a reminder. Someone in Discord, remind me for next time. We do 10 p.m. streams sometime, so every 10 p.m. from now till next year, remind me to make a Twitch, and then I'll message you whether or not I made one. Don't do any of that. That sounds awful. That sounds like a nightmare. Okay, can I type Twitch? The W key worked. Good job. I feel like Twitch is going to start playing some random ass shit. Isn't that what Twitch does? Like it's MySpace in 2025 or whatever. 2005. It doesn't. Okay, it's muted. Awesome. Yeah, we have to make a whole new account. Okay, we're not doing that today. It's too much work, guys. So where are we at? Okay, I made some progress in the game, and I'm happy with the progress I made, but sometimes what happens in game dev, maybe this is just me, and you guys can tell me. 1 second. Really depends on what you're looking for with streams, though. Here's what it feels like. So we'll jump around a little bit because I was about to say something. Now I'm transitioning to this. It feels like for YouTube, the streams build when you do YouTube videos, meaning that when you drop like a cool YouTube video, the next time you stream, it's going to do really well compared to your other streams, and there's more focus on that. It's all, for me, it's all YouTube based, right? But for Twitch, it feels like you could stream day after day and slowly get followers, and it feels like you're building towards something. I actively feel like the more I stream on YouTube, the probably, not the worse it gets. Like, that sounds so doomer bill. But it doesn't feel like you're necessarily building towards anything. And that's okay. I think if I didn't enjoy them, I wouldn't do them, though, right? If I wasn't enjoying me ranting and, like, having you guys ask me questions, doing lighting. I like lighting tutorials, okay? I'm getting better at them. I've done, like, 4. One of them took, like, an hour, which was bad. But a lot of them have been under 30 minutes. Very impressive. Sort of. It's not very much work, but... But yeah, it seems like on Twitch you could build more, but I don't know. I also hate the idea of starting over. I know I've seen a couple YouTubers do that where they have like a cool YouTube channel and they do cool YouTube stuff, and then they're like, well, I don't want to bother my YouTube subscribers, so I'm just going to go stream on Twitch and not bother anyone on YouTube. And I feel like that's super wrong because, like, I don't know, I never lose that many subs streaming on YouTube. Maybe that's why I should keep doing it while I'm smaller. Small. Yeah, no, I'm pretty small on YouTube. So I should keep doing it now because it would suck to grow the YouTube and then lose a bunch of people because you like went live. Yeah, do what you like, and then if people leave, they leave. Who gives a fuck, right? Will you showcase any of your normal map lighting? Okay, did I save any of it? That's the real question. Okay, let me bring it up for... This was the video. Let's go into our DMs. Me and different with our DMs. When was the last time we talked different? Was it way down here? We did DM about it, right? I'm not crazy. Search for different. Yeah. Where are you, buddy? Oh, you're right for me. Okay. Okay. I think I can show this, right? Doesn't matter. Does it matter? I don't know. Wait, hold on. Let me hit page down. That hides some... I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. Okay. So, different was telling me to do normal maps. And so I tried normal maps on this one brick wall here that I drew. Don't mind this little part here. This part looks bad because it's just a test, right? And I don't know if I did it quite right. So what's happening in this video is that I tried originally here, and you can kind of see it working barely. And then I tried turning off some effects. That way it's like one of the only things on the scene. But the problem with the different math stuff is you have so much to mess with. Hello. Hey, what's going on? Abhay, I don't know how to say your name, buddy. Yeah, I think sometimes there you can see the lighting really shine through. You're so amazing compared to me. No, I'm not. I'm a dumb fuck. All right, see, look, there it is, right? That's the lighting sort of working. Here's the other issue too, is that the way I did the lighting in the scene, I did it so it was on the top of the, like when I light the bricks, I light it from the top, right? Because there's light shining above that's looking down. But when you hold the lantern, it's the opposite. So I don't really know if that makes any sense. It makes it look fancy, I'll be honest, but I don't know if it makes sense for the lighting in the scene. Right, because the light should hit on the front-facing part of the brick, and then it should shadow on the top. I think it would work for a different game, maybe a game jam. Yeah, fuck you. It's working great here. No, yeah, I think you're right. You're sorry. I'm just unhinged. Yeah, you're probably right. It was nice to get working. It probably took all of 15 minutes to be honest, which is. It's just a lot of times when you try to learn new things, when you're working on video games, you're really intimidated about the idea of learning the new thing, and then you sort of jump in and mess with it, and it's pretty fast. Which is a good thing to do. It's a good thing to learn new things just so you aren't so afraid of doing it in the future. About to head out. I just started getting into game dev and have appreciated your videos. Keep up the good work. Your game looks awesome. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that. Very good. That's your name. Thank you. I appreciate that, buddy. All right, move out Discord. So I don't know. It always feels weird to have Discord open, like it means anything, but it never means anything. All right, we've heard the song a couple times. Let's bring up the playlist, the streamer music playlist. Do we have any more music recommendations, by the way? We touched on a few. If anyone's here to remind me of them, we didn't add any songs. We added stuff to a playlist I called Not Porn, but I don't remember where that was. I don't know why we did that. Do you guys remember? I don't know. This is like a month ago now. Fuck. My brain is so full of dumb shit. Okay, play all. Okay, it's too loud. Cool. There we go. Yeah, we need music. This is a file of music that I use in the videos. Sometimes. I've never used the Hollow Knight music. Some of these I've used once. A lot of them I use a lot of times over and over again. But some of them are too good. Like this one. This is the Final Fantasy VII remix music. And here's the problem. Let's move it out of the way here. It's more interesting than anything I could ever say. Hold on. This is just like... This could be end of video music, right? And I'm done talking. That's kind of good. The problem is I can't imagine me explaining some dumb video game stuff while this is happening. Okay, we got some recommendations here. Wait, hold on. Let's go up to the top. You wanted music for your video. Yeah, and I still want more music. Music to play in the background. But there has to be stuff I can talk over that isn't like, oh, this part's so good. Why is this game music so good? Because I'm nostalgia tripping, isn't it? Because we listened to this when we were growing up. Or at least I did. I said Risk of Rain stuff in the comments because I missed stream. Okay, Risk of Rain, but what's the song? What are we looking for? Risk of Rain 2? Is Risk of Rain the game I like? I do like Risk of Rain. Okay, so maybe this will hit harder for me because I remember it. I would listen to your music. I would listen to the music. You're right. Yeah, I would listen to the music. Yeah, over me talking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Risk of Rain 1. That's the Pixar one, right? All of the OST. Do you ever feel overwhelmed with trying to implement a feature? Of course, all the time. But the best thing you can do is just take it step by step and jump in. I think the hardest part about working... See, I should turn the music down because you're probably not listening to anything I'm saying. You're probably just like in there bopping. The hardest part about doing any feature, I think, it's the same thing about doing any art. Depending on where you're at in what aspect of game development. Because if you're a really good artist and you like doing art, sometimes you'll default to that. And if you're a really good programmer, you like doing programming side, you might default to that or the other. But whatever one you're least comfortable with, what usually happens is that starting the idea of the concept is the hardest thing to do. Meaning that if you have no... yeah, this could be true either. Even if you're good at both, whatever it is. Whenever you start a new creative project, usually the hardest part is starting it. But once you... Because it does feel like a big commitment. This song is no good too. Let's come on. Shuffle, repeat all. Feels like a big commitment. It's not really anything unique. I feel like everyone knows that. Oftentimes, the hardest part when I would write music is just hard disagree. Starting is the easiest by far. Fuck you, Alec Webb. Really, the hardest part for me is like, especially for coding, things build on each other. So it feels really weird to like jump in and start. But once there's a thing to open, like a file to open, then I get working. Okay, then I get in my head and restart again. Oh my god, you are the opposite. Your brain is broken, but you're really an artist guy. Like, I don't know, maybe that comes, you have different territory. But yeah, now for me, it's starting a thing. I don't restart things that much either. So if you feel comfortable starting, that would make sense that you fall into the trap of restarting. For me, it's like once I start a thing, I don't want to ever throw it away. So I'll just iterate on it over and over again until eventually it sort of works. But what's really happening is within the project itself, it's slowly getting these mini restarts where, like, let's just take art for an example. I'll like silhouette out a character with like some blobby drawings, right? And then maybe we'll move on to something else, and later I realize that the silhouette's awful, it doesn't make any sense, stuff isn't really translating, and then you sort of come back and you're like, okay, let's try to figure this out because this is not working. I'd call it like a mini, I'm just insecure. No, I am too, for sure. I would call that like a mini restart, right? I'm not doing this full restart where everything goes out the window, but I'm doing these mini like backtracks of going like, hold on, we should have moved forward from whatever stage we're at beginning. We should rewind and get the fundamentals correct. I'll do that so many times. Although I will say I do it way less with game jams because you're sort of committed. Why is bro dressed up so formally? Okay, because this is that the classic Alex? I can't tell anymore. You might have changed your thing. It's a cat photo. I got out of work. Me and my brainworms, we got out of work, and I made dinner, and then I contemplated doing work. And the answer I landed on was we're not doing work. So instead, I'm here. Okay. It's impossible. I think here's a thought I've been having recently. I watch some streamers in the game dev world. I'll watch them, and I like watching them. They're cool. They're fun to watch. I think it's a bait. I think it's a huge fucking trap to be like, we're gonna get on stream and we're gonna work together. Here's what's gonna happen. If I have anything interesting to say at all, I'm gonna say it, and if I have nothing interesting to say at all, I would bring up a project and start working. I hope that I have interesting things to say. I don't want to be working. That feels boring as fuck. I mean, I could show what I have been working on, but the idea that I'm going to open up some code and write something unique or interesting is like, I don't know. It just feels so super wrong. Keith, sup, loser. I'm not responding to that because I'm not a loser. Okay, we're focusing on mental wellness. No, we're not. I can't even say that without laughing. Does that mean the stuff that makes it into the finish lineup is polished AF? No, but I would say that there's a certain bar that I cross where it's like, I feel like I'm happy with this and let's move on. But part of that is like, I don't think I can like, I always am critical of the art I do. I don't think I'm like an insane artist. Like there's stuff I'll see on Reddit that just blows my mind. Like, oh my God, this is so cool. So I think you just get up to a point where you're mentally happy with what you have. Sorry, yes, thank you. Zeth the winner. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my God, the language tutorial. It's so early. It's only 10:30. We have another hour and a half before we have to like call it quits here. Hold on, sorry. Hello, am I the loser you're referring to? That's Keith. Okay, Keith is the one attacking us mentally. Okay, he's the mental terrorist that has joined the chat. Okay. Can't stay long, but wanted to say hi. Good. Okay, good. I'm not doing a lighting tutorial for you then, because then you'll leave, Christian. All right, you got your. Did you get one? Hold on. Who actually got lighting tutorials? Test files. It's like in here, isn't it? Canyon and PBS. Christian, you never got one. You did not. When did you get one? Well, you're not saved here, so fuck you. I deleted it then. You're gone forever. Sorry, buddy. Have you tried doing any multiplayer stuff? No, I have no experience with multiplayer. I think that'd be one of the easiest ways for me to work with another person. If we had a cool multiplayer idea, I would love to just say, have someone else do all of that. Yeah, I don't even want to begin to learn what's going on with multiplayer stuff. It just sounds like so frustrating. Hi, first time catching you stream. Love your videos. Why you not use Godot for? Because when I was learning Godot, it was late 2022, and there were all these tutorials for Godot 3.5. And anytime you were gonna do learn something, I wanted to have a tutorial to look at. So that's really the biggest reason. I will not attack you physically without the knot. Oh my God, it is the classic Alex. Did you change your logo, buddy? Because I remember there a cat eating sushi or whatever that is, or watermelon. I can't tell from the photo. You know I have multiplayer ideas. Find the third and let go. Listen, what am I supposed to do, Alec? You're gonna draw this amazing stuff. We need a person to do the multiplayer. Then what am I supposed to do? I just say keep drawing good stuff, buddy? I need something to do. I can't code. Jesus, that's awful. I'm not gonna code. Seriously, anytime I feel like I run into so many people, Alec, that are like, I just want an artist. And I should be like, I would love to do art for you. And then I'm just gonna take your stuff and say that it's fucking mine. I'm just gonna steal it. Be like, all right, listen. I have all the art right here. And then I'm like, Alec, listen, I need some animations, okay? I need a gun that shoots boomerangs or whatever the fuck people want. Best way to learn Godot? Man, what is the best way? We used to have the answers to all these questions ready to go. We used to be on our ADHD medication. We used to be able to answer these questions so fast. Now I can't even think how to learn Godot, because my default is to watch tutorials, but that's dumb as fuck. Don't do that. Have a project, a small project that you can work on, something tangible, and have some tutorial in the wing, something that can teach you the basics there. But then what's going to happen is that as long as it's your idea, you're going to want to do different things with it, and just go into YouTube and look up how to do those things. Just know people are going to teach you how to do things wrong. People are going to have bad practices. But sometimes you have to learn those bad practices, and then you'll figure out what those good practices are. That's the non-traditional way to learn online that I know, is that you sort of learn some right stuff, some wrong stuff, and then you realize why the wrong stuff was wrong. You hate your old code. And then the other important thing is, as long as you're okay walking away from your old code, you'll be in a good spot eventually. But the other answer could be like some kind of online course, but I don't know. I never liked that kind of stuff. I always like jumping in, having things be messy, and working as much as I possibly can. Is there a reason your username... I can't read the rest of that because the stupid heart thing is in the way. Is there a reason for your username? I'm new here. Is there a reason for it? Like my username or someone else's username? My username is basically my name, but with an underscore and a couple letters are all... There's my initial. My first name is Mike. And my last name is MZF. No, I don't know. Yeah. You never know what YouTube channel is going to do well or whatever project. And I always feel like I had many things. They all, I don't want to say failed, but like whatever. They weren't these big cool things. So you just make something because it's like, this email's taken, that email's taken, this username's taken. Fuck it, let's just do this one. And this was the one I made after everything blew up with a project I was working on with a friend called Lithium. This game I was doing art for. And I was like, all right, fuck it. We need a new YouTube channel so we can post dumb shit. And I'm a big believer in... You should jump in and just work on a thing and upload for uploading's sake, especially early on when there's no like I'm sorry, I just got sidetracked there. When there's no pressure, yeah, I think it's fine to do that. Like when I was first doing shorts, I was working on videos and I would just talk into the laptop mic. I think it was way better. I mean, why waste the money? Because a lot of times what'll happen is that you're like procrastinating and telling yourself, no, I'm gonna do it once I buy this piece of equipment, then I'll finally start streaming, or then I'll finally start doing this, or here's a great example. I'll do pixel art once I have the tablet. Once I have that tablet, I'm gonna start drawing. It's like, I remember for me, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna start drawing. I have a mouse and a keyboard, I can start drawing, it's fine. But now, do I really have a keyboard? The Q key doesn't work, the W key is on its way out. What's next, the E key? I'm gonna lose the erase button? That can't be good. Your art is really good, and what has made me more interested in making my game? Your art is really... Did I say good? Your art is really great. I'm downplaying the compliment even. Your art is really great. And what has made me more interested in making my game? Are you ever gonna make more videos on how you animate stuff? No. Any more questions? Maybe. I don't know. There are the principles of art and animation. There you go. The principles of animation. That's what I mean to say. Well, way to call me out, man. I don't know how I called you out, but maybe it wasn't me then. There's principles of animation, and once you sort of know them, you'll start doing them, and then you'll see when you draw an animation and it doesn't work well, you're like, okay, this is why, and I forgot. You'll remember that you forgot the principle, if that makes any sense. You'll look back and go like, oh, you know what? Here's one. A lot of times when a character makes a big gesture, you should draw a frame overextending, and then a frame back to normal. There's a great YouTube video on it. Actually, there's almost one YouTube video you should watch. And then after you watch this one, as long as you can remember all these things, you're going to be amazing at animation. Not amazing, but you'll at least have the framework to go back to. I think it's Skullgirls GDC talk. GDC animation. I think this is it. This video here, if you watch this 21 minutes.
A few examples from other games. You can see that all these poses aren't physically possible, but having this kind of drive and weight is what's going to help your move look more powerful. Remember that you can lead a motion with a different body part than what your final key is. So say you're throwing a punch, you can throw their shoulder or just their entire body forward first before coming around and then swinging their arm. I think, actually going back to this example with Valentine, she's
going to talk about a couple things here, and it's hard to pinpoint them. I don't know if these moments where it's highly watched, or highly replayed, I don't know if these are the moments, but there's a couple core ones. Some of it is limiting your frames early on. She talks about how she had a lot of frames in animation and cutting them down was the way to go, which is super true. A lot of times when things are looking really sloppy, it's like there are way too many frames happening there. And then also we're making games, right? You don't want every character animation to have fucking 45, 50 frames for every little thing, right? You want to focus on the big moments, and then the smears are the things that connect those big impactful things. And she's going to explain it way better. I might say some dumb shit and you'd be like, MZ, that's exactly the opposite of the thing she said. Listen to her. She's smart. She's an animator. I'm just trying to learn this stuff as best I can. You can do it with MIDI on your keyboard or your laptop. I don't know what's going on there. Or are you talking about some other stuff? Okay, cool. So
if you find that your spacing is large,
this
you
is a
should
smears
never
one.
Underestimate how much.
So a smear, I don't know if she will explain it all, but like we're jumping around.
It's large.
Is it dot or period? Isn't there a way to go like one frame at a time? I don't know. But smears are those frames, like a frame like that where it's the blurry line where you're doing a swipe motion.
Never underestimate how much a good smear will help sell your motion. This move featuring the Skullgirl's character Misfortune is basically entirely sold by its smear. Here are a few examples from some other games. I tried to pick ones that were all different styles, but obviously you can kind of just go nuts and do whatever.
I think I've never used this where you draw the same thing and sort of, I don't want to say copy paste it. I've never done anything like that, but I could imagine that working. But definitely these happen a lot in our game genres. These, like, they look like a slash. Also, just the angular motion of them, they look really cool. This one's really see-through. You don't even have to make them see-through. And then this one, I've tried smears like this where you're using the color of, it's probably two different frames and you're drawing something that connects to both. I would just say it's good to know what's going on here, how to use them, because when it comes to animations, yeah, it's tempting just to draw all the things you think is happening, but it's really, a lot of it is going to happen so fast, there's no point in drawing a lot of it. Good to catch your stream live, or catch you live. Your streams would always be during my classes. I haven't really changed the time up. This is still doing the 10 p.m. one, and we thought about doing them earlier, because back in the day I used to do them earlier, but I don't know, it's too, I think I can get more work done on my stuff when I wake up and just work, and then at night I just feel so unproductive. I'm like, let's just get in here and be idiots, because it's more fun to do that. By the way, and to move forward by individual frames. Oh, comma and period. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes. Okay, it is. Yeah, true. Okay, we weren't on the spot we can do that on, but thank you. I got that totally. You can use, yeah. Thank you. Pretty much all DAW support. Yeah, I have a DAW. Can you hear? I don't know if any of this. I don't know if you can hear any of that. There's a keyboard over here. I can go like a. Right? Very impressive. I don't know if any of that pulls. I don't know if any of that you can hear any of that on the microphone, but there is a keyboard over there. And I suck at piano. I barely play any of it. But there you go. There's a little bit of piano.
In any case, even though they're only one frame, there's a lot of information here. You can tell the pose they're coming from, the motion they're currently making, obviously, and where they're going to end up. So with one good smear, you're actually telling the player a lot of information.
No, Beats, listen, if we're going to use another keyboard, why wouldn't we just use a WASD keyboard and then push this whole laptop back, right? And then we could just use that. Okay, wow, I watched this for a couple months ago. Yeah, this video is based, I mean, we don't have to watch this whole thing. Right? We said we're going to watch YouTube videos sometimes, and I never get to any of it. But listen, maybe eventually we'll watch some of this stuff, but this is amazing. This is such a good video. Yeah, we got to buy, I think, I have another keyboard somewhere. I just don't want to do the Voltron of like 9 different things getting plugged in. Then I'm charging my iPhone. I got another hard drive here because every time we do anything, do any video captures, it just saves forever in case I need it. And then when I open up the capture folder, it was just a million quadrillion things. Not good, guys. And I was too afraid to delete any of it. So I have a hard drive now. It feels like too many things are getting plugged in. Okay. I appreciate the vid. I mean, we can watch more of it. It is kind of nice to just watch a thing and chill. Maybe we should do some of that. Thanks. I'll give it a try the next Wild Jam. I think you're talking about else. Maybe sort your captures into a folder. Yeah, that's what I did. We put them in, well, it was in the captures folder. And, oh, you're right. I should sort them by what's actually in the captures folder. That seems like a lot of work, though. Yeah, it's literally every game jam ever. Tons of Billy the Curse, which is Far Gone Frontier. and it's all just in this fucking hard drive. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Frost was taken. It sounds like MS almost. Isn't MS like M was taken? I don't remember how it goes. How's it going? It's going. It is going. We're just kind of chilling out here, waiting for our lighting tutorial. Eventually, Copium, it's coming.
Weird. You're telling them a lot of information, and you can just convey a lot. Okay, overshoot. This is something I found that really...
I talked about this, so she's going to talk about it too. All right, I won't re-explain it. She's going to explain it way better than I would.
Really helps amp up your animations, and I try to make sure to have it in anything that's an impact. So it doesn't quite work for smears, or sorry, for swings, but that's what we have smears for anyways. I think it should be obvious that when you animate an attack, you don't want to ease into it. I found that having one frame, overshooting your final key, and then pulling back into it
I do this for
helps give
everything.
it power and helps it read and just be snappy and strong. It's also worth mentioning that, like what I've done here, you can combine your smear and your overshoot, and also remember that to put it before your hit frame because it's meant to give the impression of impact.
For context, she was making a fighting game, so she's talking about like how it matters and pertains to fighting
in
games.
This animation of
and that's why you see a lot of
from Street Fighter Third Strike, you can see that right before hitting her attack key, she reaches forward beyond it and then pulls back into it, and it helps it read as a stronger impact. And I think also her sleeve catching up afterwards helps give it contrast, which helps it...
It's actually super true. Is this backwards? Yeah, it is. So how the sleeve there isn't... In that animation, the hand goes first, then the sleeve comes after. That does look really cool. Also, the little stuff really sells cool animations, like how the sleeve has like this wind that's just happening. It's a lot of work to do all this stuff, but God, does it look fucking awesome. I think she was like a main artist on Skullgirls. I think it was a team of people.
Better. These are all things that you
but yeah, I believe
don't
so.
necessarily
it's
see, but it helps the impact feel stronger and just feel a lot better. Okay, breaking the body.
Yeah, I'll show
a little gruesome. This is something everyone should also remember.
This frame over here.
So let's go
it's
over
insane.
it again.
Like no character should look
this
like that.
Something
but it makes it look way better.
Sorry, when you're moving fast, you can just really go nuts on your in-betweens, and you can have some crazy drag that's
Master Player 900. Hey, what's up?
It's another thing. I'm going to go over this a lot. It's a thing that you don't see, but you feel.
We watch that whole thing. It's gonna be great. It'll help you. Honestly, it is fun to watch. She's a good presenter too. She has a lot of great examples, which really helps. Yeah, it's fun to watch art like that too. When you watching the sketch phase, and it builds up to it. So yeah, big fan of that. But that sort of slowed us down. We were talking about animation and art. Yeah, animation is really fun to do. The more I do it, the more I enjoy it personally. But I don't know. It is really time consuming, and a lot of times I feel like I can waste a whole day finding a little thing to draw. And I'm not so sure. Two or three things, right? One, if it was worth drawing. Two, if it's any good. And then maybe that's just it. Those two big things happen in animation all the time. Because a lot of times what you can do is you can not animate something and you can just put it into your game engine and move it with, like, in Godot it's like tweening, right? But in Unity you'll see it all the time where characters get moved around. Their assets just get sort of moved. And yeah, it makes you sort of second guess like where your time is best spent. All right, we can launch this here. This is where I was at. We took a couple days off to work on stuff, right? And I'm happy I did. We need to take more days off from, I don't know if we should take days off from streaming, but like more focus. So now this is not permanent. We can do more here, but this is forever where the challenge room spawns. The secret room can spawn still in these three spaces, bottom left, top left, and bottom right. And then the challenge room always is up here. And then eventually I was going to have it just be a room. As soon as you walk in, it's there. But now I was like, okay, maybe it should be like a hallway that leads into a place. So we settled on this. Not we, me. I settled on this. God, it's just fun to do lighting. I put the shadow on this. The only reason I don't like the shadow is because it is covering up the wrong side of him. It casts a cool light. But we might turn it off. We'll see. Either way, I definitely like how the light blurs and goes to the edges here. That just came out well. I'm happy with that. And then you can go in here. And it takes you into this. Okay, we had this playing, so this is a different animation there. Not good. Let's change that. Hold on. The shadow's dope. I like the shadow. It's just I wish I could correct the little things. You want it to either be perfect or I could skip it, right? So I don't know. Also, the shadow does take up more performance, right? It's more performance intensive, so it's just something to think about. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Sorry, changing music again. Okay. So the idle frame is what we want here. Yeah, save that. This should change this right here. Yeah, okay. So we put some skeletons in this crate here. It's not perfect. It goes on top there when it shouldn't. We could probably change that right now, actually. In Godot, what you want to do is, the way the Y-sort works, Y-sort is what handles all your 2D assets in a 3D space. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, good. It doesn't make any sense to me either. Basically, the Y-sort sorts when something should be on top or behind another object. So if you look like at this skull here, right, on the ground, this is an object that exists in the Y-sort in Godot. And if I go up here, I'm on top of it still, and then I'm behind it there, right? So every object needs to have its own like place in a Y-sort, and it gets like headache inducing after a while. Also, it makes it so you can't just put things in the scene anywhere. You have to always put them on the Y-sort. It's just something to consider. It's like, yeah, it's whatever. But for this, like this object, this crate here, which if you walk around the sides, it looks fine. You're in the back, that's good. But as soon as it comes, it's because it's a circular shape. Yeah, it gets to some weird situations like this. So the way to fix that is you take everything. The Y-sort only cares about the parent node. This is like Ultra Godot specific, and no one's asking about this, but I want to talk about it, so there you go. It only cares about the parent nodes. So what you do is you take all these assets and you move them up or down on their respective thing there, and it's either going to make it worse or better. That made it a little better. Maybe it's a feature. It probably is a feature, but it's just something that I don't inherently love, if that makes any sense. Let's try that. So there you go. That looks about right. Like right there, it doesn't look right. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay, we're getting there. So the idea here in this room is that here's what I think we're gonna do. Right. We're gonna have you come in here as a player. You can exit too right now. It came out really well out here. And by the way, I made it so the secret room can spawn here. It won't. I can tell it won't. But in the actual file here, it has the potential to. And the way I do that is I just have secret wall left is the official name for the secret wall on the left side. And so what I can do is I can just take that and put it anywhere. So I can put it on the bottom right, bottom left, and top left. And it used to be on the top right, but now this is the challenge room, right? And now in here, the problem is I don't have enough space to put it on the left side because it needs a certain amount of space to like connect to the walls that exist there. If that makes any sense. I got a bounce fun watching you. Thank you for asking questions and watching. Always love when you guys ask questions and watch. And I don't think we've ever talked before, Trex Corn Dog. So thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, so we can put secret rooms technically anywhere as long as we draw them, and they should work. So right now I know where the secret room is because there's like a little tell that I give, which is this little glow, this little orb. So I know that's the secret room right there. And that should all still work fine. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what we're doing with secret rooms yet. We have to like really decide on that. Part of me just wants to make it so if there is in the game, if there does exist playing the guitar in any sort of way, right? Meaning that you can physically play the guitar and it gives you passive bonuses for the rest of a floor, which would be nice and doable, I think. I don't think it would feel like a waste of time. That's the other thing too. You make it wonder, like, will the player want to do that thing, or is that thing gonna be really boring? Assuming that is gonna be a useful thing to do in the game, I feel like it would be cool to have like literally like sheet music on the ground and you walk over it and it's like a song and you just have learned that song now and you could play it when you were at the campfire. The only thing is it has to be like usable, interesting things. Yeah, and not things that you can repeat to the nth degree. I don't think I want you to be able to play like 10 different songs. This was a trap that happened. These are coming out. I've talked about this before. Like just in roguelikes, if you have like a puzzly kind of trap thing, it doesn't really translate. Because what's happening in roguelikes is that you're doing the same thing over and over again. And you don't really want things that feel like they were good the first time, but bad the second time, bad the third time, and like, yeah, awful the fourth or fifth time. So Oh, geez, that broke. Okay, there we go. It's good. It's good. It's good, Copium. Yeah, so I'm happy all this stuff is in here. It's not good enough for me to do a video on. Some of the imagery is good. Like, I think this imagery is fun. And going into this nice, bright place. And then we should have more here, too. Like, I feel like the triple, it should be like 3 for a challenge room. Because 3 skeletons is going to be pretty easy to kill. This is a remix. It is a remix, but I don't really like it. Too much Zelda recently. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So I think let's see here. Skeleton cage. I think I put it in. It doesn't do anything yet. Although the code is in there to spawn enemies. At first I thought it'd be interesting to have like a dynamic cage where we can just put any enemies in, and then I'm like thinking about what's happening there, and it's like it's kind of a nightmare because the enemies have an idle frame or are they playing actually? Hold on. Yeah, see how they're like breathing and hanging out? Although it'd be really fun to draw. This is where you get hung up on game dev stuff. So they're hanging out in this cage here, and eventually what's going to happen is that I have to do code to say, get rid of the cage, play an animation where the cage goes away, and then for every character here, right, spawn the real enemy, right? Because that's not a real enemy. That's just like a little drawing of an enemy, right? It doesn't actually have hit detection or a state machine or any kind of logic there. So something to consider that I need a way to do that. And so there are like 2 different ways. One, we can make a dynamic cage where we're just loading in enemies and they sort of stand there. They can't really do much. They could just stand there and be boring. Or we can make custom cages and have the enemies like, fuck. I don't want to do this because it'd be so much work. But it'd be fun as fuck to have them like playing poker or something, just like sitting in their respective cages. I don't know. That's a trap with these game development stuff where you're like, oh man, that'd be really fun to do. It's like, yeah, it would be fun to do. Are you gonna do all that work? It's like, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some of that work. Depends. All right, so we have these guys in here, and now all I have to do for the code is basically tell them, where is the code for it? I have them. There's some exported variables to be like, let's just save the path, and then we can load it all. And then we can tell them to spawn. And I think that's going to be fine. And then what we can do is we can put any enemy in here. The only problem is, though, I need to literally make sure we don't lose the... I'm sorry, each cage needs to be dynamically different. So this one says 3 skeleton cage. I don't think we can't just put anything in any cage, right? We need to actually make sure that the sprites here match it. Yeah, because these sprites aren't the enemies, they're just random drawings. So anyway, just something to consider, something to think about. But yeah, that's where I'm at and all that. Yeah, and I feel that pressure recently of like when to switch, working on this game dev stuff, and when to get back into the video stuff. So I think it might be coming up soon. Depends. Because I like doing the videos, and it feels like a skill you don't want to lose, right? It takes a lot of work. It's a lot to do. I feel that way with art a lot too. You spend a lot of time working on coding and some time working on videos, and you come back to drawing some stuff, and like, fuck, do I remember how to draw anything anymore? It can sort of get very tricky. So it's just stuff to consider. And we'll figure it out, but yeah. As it stands now, I think I need a working prototype. That's like the biggest, most interesting thing to get down. I need it so you can come into the room. If you write some like the core aspects of what I want to exist in the challenge room, it's that I want the enemies to be there. I want them to be visible but not a threat, right? So they exist in a cage. That way you can sort of assess what the level of risk is. And then the next step past that is that I want I think what I want to do is you walk up to a chest, you put your gun in, and you lose all your mods, and then you open up a new weapon, and you have to do this fight with a new random weapon. I think that should be the point of challenge rooms. So you're getting a weapon, you don't know what it's going to be. All right, so my shadow band. What do you mean shadow band? Are you asking things? Nothing's showing up. So no, you're not shadow band. How your pixel art is so good. I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sometimes I do good pixel art. Sometimes I do bad pixel art. Yeah, we can pull up Photoshop. There's always bad pixel art somewhere in Photoshop. And there's sometimes there's good pixel art. It really depends. It's hard to find all the time. I tried 2 times, the message disappeared. There is auto ban stuff on YouTube streaming that I have no say over, which is really frustrating. But as far as I can tell, no, there's no shadow banned. I don't know how to do that. MS, you know how it works. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Look, there's my thing there. I don't know what I'm doing. I know, like, I think Alex tried to say something like, you suck one time, and it, like, as a joke, and it just didn't send his message. It'll send it on your side, but on my side, I don't see it, which is dumb, because I feel like, yeah, send me the hate. Give me the hate. Oh, we're on it. Fuck it. But no, I don't know. That's just how YouTube is. And maybe that's why Twitch is a little bit better. Although if you ask me, I always thought Twitch would be more sensitive to that kind of stuff. How many guns are you planning to have? I want to have so many, and it'd be so much fun to do videos on making guns. First off, doing gun art is like, I don't say it's easy, but I have a formula for how to do it, and I actually enjoy it. This is for 2D pixel art guns. I think I learned it back when I worked on Lithium, the game that I worked on with a friend, and I haven't really evolved it too much since then. I just think it looks fine and is fun to do. Yeah, so I really like drawing guns. Also, I hate drawing organic things, so anything that looks like a building or whatever, structures, so guns sort of fall into that category. Really fun to do. Now that I know you don't know how to ban, I'm gonna beg for collaborate. What? How can we collab? What do you want to do, Alec? You're amazing artist. What am I supposed to do with that? I suck at. We went over this. I can't code that great. You already saw some of my dumb code stuff. Listen, I don't know. You need to take some of these people in the Discord that are like big code guys and need artists, and you need to be like, listen, we're making a game, okay? And MZS is gonna promote it. That's what you need to do. And then I'll start my next YouTube video and be like, from my community, Alec Webb made this game, or whatever. There you go. But how many guns? Okay, hold on. Let's open up the gun stuff. I have them here somewhere. You can code enough. I can code some. I can't say my name in messages third try. Lol. You can't say your name? Okay. There's only like 2 mods here, and one of them, 2 of them are memes. I don't even know how to check. Oh my god. All right, you're gonna make me go off the rails and check. MS, can I check after? There should be no banned words on anything, because that's dumb. That's so dumb. Let's see. Message manage. Okay. That exits my stream. Okay. Cancel. Okay, I can't check now, but there should be no words you can't say almost ever. All right, and if there are, then I'm gonna ban my mods. Okay, my mods that aren't even here, by the way. I don't have mods that are like, you know, even on. So every time I make someone a mod, it's a surefire way for them to get busy and not be here, which is totally fine. I'm not judging anyone. It's just funny as fuck. Okay, guns. That's what I was gonna pull up. God, I wish I saved things a little bit better in here. Also, I don't know if this is actually in the right folder, because it might be under user me documents. Billy the Cursed. No. Maybe pixel art. Hold on. This thing, pixel art. Billy the Cursed, and then assets. Sounds good. Is there a guns thing? Fuck. Dude, I should organize all this. Chest contracts. Okay, gun assets. There you go. That does not look good. Revolver and floor pedestal. That's not good. Okay, no, not here then. I want to pull up the guns, because doing the guns is actually really fun, and I want to do more of them. It'd be nice to have like a crazy amount of guns, but the truth is, I think what really matters is having a decent number of enemies, and enemies are just so much harder to do. Enemies, you're committing yourself to idle animations, which are not too hard, but it gets harder, right? So idle animations, walk animations, attack animations, depending on what they're doing. If they're shooting bullets, like I have skeletons that throw bones, right? So that's a whole separate thing. You have to make sure that whatever bullets they have, it's a bullet node. The bullet has to hit something. Does the bullet explode? I've done all this too, by the way. I've had skeletons throw bones, and the bones hit stuff and they explode. So they have to draw all of that stuff, code all of that stuff, and then on top of that, we didn't even talk about, do enemies die? Of course they die. So you need a death animation. Is that all the animation? That's usually all of them, and that's for one attack. So if you have multiple attacks, then it gets even more complicated. So that's why guns are some of the most fun stuff to do, because guns are usually pretty simple. You can work on bullets. Guns and bullets are two of the things, but like aside from that, like, man, they're so fast to draw, get in the game. You do a little bit of like different colors and stuff like that. Great Goose, a mod has arrived. Thank you, buddy. Okay. I don't know. You can't check if there's any banned words. There shouldn't be any banned words. I don't know how to check that. Do you have a cat or if that a dog? That is a cat. I mean a dog. When I say that, that's a dog. He's a little guy. Camera zoom. There he is. Zig! That's his name. His name is Ziggy. And he gets grumpy a lot because we don't give enough time to him. Okay, guys, we need less computer time and more throwing the ball for him. He likes that. Okay. So assets, items, or is it player guns? Okay, that's getting somewhere. Okay, so this is a list of all the player guns. Gun ideas. Yeah. So we have some bad guns and some like okay guns, but like they're fun to draw. Some of these made it to the game already. Yeah, like this could be interesting, like a little taser thing. Maybe it makes like an orb, right? I can imagine this making like oh, where's the brush? Yeah, like a ball attack or something. Like I feel like that could be sick. Like a little link shoots out. Alright, every time I hit Control Z, it changes the layer. Ruby, this game's in there. This gun doesn't do very much. Oh yeah, I drew this thing. I don't know what this does, right? Oh, we have to make the fish gun too. Holy fuck, I forgot that was from the Discord. Okay. Bro file's messier than my room. Yeah, much messier. It's messier than my own room, to be honest with you. My room's nice and clean, but my files are fucked. Gambit, this is our, it's like a minigun, which is fine. Racket's garbage, but it's a fun garbage gun. Oh yeah, I don't remember drawing this one. This one wasn't that interesting. I think this one became that one. You can tell I just kind of like cut it up a little. There's the main character, so you can tell how big like guns have to be. Alright, so that's most of it. We have some interesting gun here. There's something there. And then this is interesting. It kind of looks like Portalish, you know what I mean? We need to add a fish gun for sure. Always have a hard time seeing a good idea from another game and then getting out of my head to make my own idea. Oh, you mean like if you play a game and you're like inspired by something? Yeah, that'll happen to me too sometimes. Yeah, for sure. I can feel myself getting inspired by stuff, and it's hard to like. I try to find your own path. You don't want to like steal stuff. So, but a lot of times what I'll do is I'll go through like Google search for pixel art and just look at like tons of random stuff, and I don't really know what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at like random shapes and random guns. I don't know what games they're part of or what they even do necessarily. Like if you see a gun, you don't even know what it shoots or how it fires. It's just something to inspire me in a very abstract sense, right? So you can just be like, okay, these are some cool colors and ideas, and let's just take that and try to make something unique with it. And to be honest with you, a lot of these guns were kind of boring. Like the shotgun, just kind of a shotgun. Marrow was cool. We didn't redraw the bullet, so it's not the sperm bullet. But aside from that, Marrow was cool. And then when it comes to the weapon itself, let's take a more basic, like Ruby should be fine. So when it comes to animating them, let's see. The problem is I mess with these files so much to save them out, so I don't have like a clear like technique. It should be this one. Oh no, 2. Yeah, it should be 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these are like the frames. So in Photoshop, you have to turn off frames. You're like saving things out, obviously. Okay. So the gun's very, very, very simple. Icon is not what I want. Fire. There we go. So you have the gun and its normal state. Also, you have hands. Sometimes I forget to put hands on stuff and it looks very, very dumb. Overscoped. Oh my god, overscoped. Wow, look at that. You should join our podcast. Shut the fuck up. Where some game devs talk about whatever comes to our mind. God damn it, that must be Kobe. It must be. There's no other person. I can feel you being Australian over there. How about a more magical stuff? Like a weapon. There's a comma there. Oh, a weapon? Like a book which casts some spells. That'd be dope. Okay, maybe we should write that down. Notepad. Okay, gun ideas from chat. Okay, W works now, but sometimes W doesn't work. Okay, so we're good on W. Does Q work? No, Q's not doing anything. Okay. Okay, so we have spell, book, gun. I think a guitar would be a fun gun. Acoustic. Acoustic guitar. Guitar acoustic. Blank wall is a really good inspiration. Not for guns, they're not. Okay. What other? Oh, fish gun. Fish. Okay, these are good gun ideas. I think we're getting somewhere with this. Plus, these also, guys. Here's the problem. These are bangers for YouTube videos too. Like, I can already see the thing now. My dumbass Discord said put a fish gun in, and what did they say? Oh, who said this? Someone said it does. It should do plus 100% movement speed when in water. there is no water. I think that's good memes. I feel like that's good. And I feel like when you mouse over the gun, like, you know, when your mouse is over the gun and it tells you what it does, which we have to add. We can add that. It's fine. I feel like that's funny as fuck. Well, yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm dumb, but that made me smile so fucking hard when you guys said that in the Discord. Okay. Music gun, like sound waves. Music gun. Okay. That's a maybe. Because a guitar gun's already kind of a music gun. Edit. We need the size. We need font size. Where is that? Font. Why is that? That's not helping. 50? Let's do 30. Can we go back? Hey, much better. Okay. There we go. Good. Based. Okay. Maybe a trident. Okay. Maybe a trident. Trident and fish gun. We need to get away from the things we already have. Because trident and fish gun, that's like music and music gun. I'm sorry, guitar and music gun. Okay, well, hold on. Goose. Laser strike gun. See, here's the only thing about that. If we do a laser strike gun, I feel like we're thinking... we're thinking like Isaac Brimstone. There's tons of games that do this. I'm just Brimstone's the one. That's the game I like, right? And we need to learn how to do this effect in Godot. Right? There you go. This is very old Isaac. Holy fuck, that's old. It used to look that bad? That kind of blows my mind. Because it looks so good in like the... Man, that's such a... I always thought this game looked so pretty when it looked like Flash, but it just kind of looked washed out in a way that I forgot. It's still pretty, but it's amazing how good they made it look. So we have to figure out how to do that, by the way, because... Did they just have the beam go off the screen? Dots and commas. When does he let go of the gun? He does. It does just go off the screen. But there must be a way to raycast something, right? And just have it hit the wall. I don't know. We gotta figure that out. Okay, hold on. Chekhov's finger guns. Is that Chekhov? I'm saying that right? Let me Google that. Finger guns. Is it like this? Okay, go to images. Is it going to be banned? What is it? Oh, like finger guns. We could draw like a human hand. Is it weird, morbid that I want to draw like a bloodied human hand, and then it is like a finger gun? What would it shoot though? In Isaac, they have a version like this. You can get this, and it doesn't shoot anything, but whenever it's pointing, there's like a finger, and whenever it points, it does like a mild amount of damage to it. Gun boots. Original idea. Gun boots. A gun that shoots boots. What about a junk gun? A gun that shoots junk? Junk gun. Oh, that's not anything. Okay. I don't know why I Googled that. I'm just saying, there's ideas there. Alright, hold on. We're missing a lot of gun ideas. Portal gun. No, we can't do the portal gun. Because we need it to actually hurt stuff. The basic idea is that when you have the gun, and you're in... the rounds fighting stuff, this gun has to kill things, because otherwise there's no other weapon. You only have one weapon at a time, right? Yeah, we're scrolling up. Hold on. Are you doing melee weapons? Yes. I think the guitar should be a melee weapon. I think it should just swing. We have the guitar. We have like Billy playing the guitar somewhere. Who knows? It's opening the files is another thing. We have Billy playing the guitar in the very beginning of the game. Right. Close this. Bring up this. Play this. I feel like it would be pretty easy to take this guitar. Oh, jeez. I just broke it. Play and don't full screen. Don't touch anything. As soon as you touch something, then it stops. There we go. So it'd be pretty easy to take this guitar and have it be like wherever your mouse is, it looks towards it, right? And then you click, it swings. And then when it swings, it just do like a swipe effect, right? The bullet can be that swipe effect. It has a very short range. It hurts anything in its path. I feel like that'd be super cool. You missed my idea. Shakes my head. No, I never miss ideas. Get out of here, Keith. It probably got banned, okay? Because you probably said MZ has bad ideas, and then you said your idea, okay? I'm going up. I never miss ideas. We haven't got there yet. Oh god, you guys gave too many ideas too fast. All right. Okay. Keith said a gun launching gun. Yeah, isn't that in like Borderlands? Isn't there a gun that makes guns? But I don't know much about it. Someone just told me that, and I was like, a little lost. Fourth dimensional gun. I don't know what the fourth dimension is. Isn't it time? I don't know how to make that gun. Okay. Cheers from Brazil. Really like your videos. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. A portal gun where you shoot out a portal and like tentacles or something come out of the portal. Okay. The tentacle gun. That's not a bad idea. Okay. The hentai tentacle gun. Wait, why did it have to be hentai? All right, I'm just saying the tentacle gun's not a bad idea. Tentacle gun. Is there a spell check here? No, there isn't. Oh fuck, this is not gonna be good. I don't have a spell check. There is a gun in Gungeon. Gungeon. Mind control gun? Okay, here's the problem. Fishy. Here's the problem with mind control gun. That's a brilliant idea. But that means in every single well, in the character class, in the enemy class, every enemy has a class. So in the enemy class, there'd have to be a way to make it so the enemy could be controlled, mind controlled, and that means that the enemy stops attacking other enemies and now has, if it has an area effect that's looking for the player, the area effect now needs to look for other enemies. It just seems like a lot of work. Yeah, that'd be I don't know if we could do that. I'm not so sure. Yeah, it freezes time. The fourth dimension gun freezes time and does poison damage. Okay, I'm gonna write down poison gun. Poison gun. That's what you're getting out of me. And I mean, it's gonna be the band, and we're gonna get all the licensed music to Poison. And every time you shoot the gun, it's gonna make you want to uninstall. That's what we have so far. Holy angelic guns for extra damage versus undead. There's not gonna be enemy types in that way, although there are skeletons and they could be undead. Hey, are we gonna write? I don't want. All right. I'm gonna enter a bunch down here. Enemy types ? Holy gun. Okay, but listen. You're in the. This is the phantom zone. All right, whatever. However you spell phantom zone, you're down there. Okay, we're not there yet, but maybe one day we'll get down to the Danny phantom zone, but not today. Do you have a flamethrower gun? No. Oh, and we could do that. Oh, just like the fire extinguisher, which is the opposite of a flamethrower. I understand that. It sounds dumb that I made that comparison. Flamethrower. Is that one word? Thrower gun. Should we really be putting gun after every single fucking gun? Fish gun. Spellbook gun. This is a Giga Chat idea. This is... Alright. In terms of doable, first I rank Goose's mom. But then after that, in terms of doable, I'm naming this was number 1. No, the guitar's number 1. Alright, let's just go on a scale of like 1 to 10. This is a 10. This is a 10. These almost feel like I'm going to do these. The fish gun is an 11. That one's in. There's no chance that's not going in. The tentacle gun is a 4. I don't really know what that meant, but it sounded fun to do. The poison gun actually is a 10 because I feel like we could do poison somewhere. The flamethrower gun is a solid 7.5. The holy gun is a 2, and here's why. I don't want to do this work. Is there an N here? Phantom? That does not look right. That's not absolutely not. I spell phantom. Okay, my bad. Fifth dimensional gun. Goose, you're gonna lose mod if you say sixth dimensional gun. I'm just letting you know right now. That's how fast it's gonna come and go, my boy. I was gonna say a weapon that summons minions, but that's a lot of work. Okay, wait. Is that a lot of work? We could do the spider gun. And it makes little spiders. And I'm gonna rank that already as a solid 7.2. Anything in the 7s gets a point. But if it's not in the 7s, you gotta be a round number. That's just how it works. The goose gun. Jake, I'm gonna put goose gun here. I'm gonna put it here. And I'm going to give it a 7.1. And my reasoning is that I don't want to draw a goose. I already drew a spider. Okay? I think you can understand that. It's a lot of work. A gun that shoots ice cubes and freezes enemies. Okay, hold on. Ice cube, not the wrapper. Gun. Oh, wait, hold on. This would be raper, right? So this is wrapper. I just want to make sure. I'm not trying to... Spider goose. Okay, the spider goose gun. This is too many memes. Spider goose gun. Okay, the spider goose gun we're gonna give a 7.15. No, that's 7.21. It's slightly better, but I still don't want to draw the goose. And I don't really know what this means. It's just it's better. It is better. I have to be honest. It is a smidge better. But I still have to draw the goose. How about a film reel gun that shoots film tapes? Okay. Film. This is so many ideas. We're entering down. Film reel gun. Reel. 2 E's. Film reel gun. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. And here's why. What does the film reel do? It could do, I don't know what it could do. You can revise this. Pointed spoon. How about you can revise this if you want, but right now your submission is a 3 out of 10. I'm sorry, but it might, Ice Cube is above it. The rapper is probably above that. Rapper is probably 6. But I don't think we're going to get the license. We probably can't afford that. Afford that. Just letting you know, we probably can't afford that. Gun that shoots guns that land in enemies' hands that shoot health at you. How do I... Okay. No, Alec... Let's say, Alec... can suggest any gun his dumbass is gonna draw. Okay? So the W is not working. The W is not working. Alec, I love your idea as long as you're gonna draw it. If you're gonna draw every character holding every gun, then you can then that idea is in. But as the W key is not working still. Okay, if we do the E key, the W key likes to come back, but I'm gonna leave it like that. So as long as you want to draw it, Alec, you're in the game. That's how fast it is. I'll put, yeah, you can be in a YouTube video maybe. Grappling gun. Are we writing down every gun I say now? Grappling gun. How does that hurt people? King's Gambit, it has to hurt people, right? Because you're still stuck in the room fighting enemies. Why am I taking this seriously? We did the goose spider gun, and I just said yes. But the grappling gun doesn't get a yes? Okay, the grappling gun is in. Grappling gun. I'm going to give this a 0 out of 10 because it doesn't hurt enemies. It only hurts my head when I think about coding it. The pumpkin gun. Guys, we're just doing object.gun.ost. The object gun, I think we did enough objects guns. But these, we're getting there. You know what? Actually, I'm putting... Okay, the pumpkin gun's going down here. Pumpkin gun. I have to be more strict with my guns. Okay. Laser gun. That's a real good idea, but we need to be more specific. Okay? Laser or laser? Laser gun. We need more info needed. And now I'm going to save this one as a 3. Oh, I want to say point something, but I'm not allowed to because it's not a 7. 7.-4.5. So it's like a 3. It's a 3.5. There. That's what that one is. Different. You're leaving by. All right. Different. I needed you to suggest gun ideas. You probably did, and I missed it. I'm sorry. I suck as a friend. Love you, buddy. I'll see you later. If you bump into enemies when you grapple, it can damage them. Want to damage you too? How do you take damage then? Because we can't just be flying across the map not taking damage. You gotta be taking damage. That reminds me of like the shield in, what's it called? What's that game? Hades? I feel like you could just like power through enemies and you would not take damage. It was fun though. It was fun to use. Maybe there's a unique mechanic there. Where? I don't know. I said too many things. Hot dog launch. Is this the unique mechanic? The cheese community. You want me to read this one? The hot dog launcher that serves as a mustard and ketchup grenade launcher. You're going to you might have to go in the Phantom Zone. You might go right above the Phantom Zone. The hot dog launcher serves mustard, ketchup. What else did you... Gun. The hot dog launcher. This is... I think we've memed too close to the sun. I'm going to give you a 2. There's nothing wrong with this, but if we had more serious ones and you came through, that's a 10. But right now with 5 goofy ones, that's the sixth goofy one. Sorry for spam. No, you didn't spam. Where'd you spam? You're fine. Adelaide. Well, let me look. What did you say? If you did spam and it cut you, I'm sorry. Sometimes it just be cutting people. Sock shooter. I don't know what that means. Amogus. How about a mech suit? It'd be cool to use wearable weapons like that. Maybe even change the movement as well. Okay. So, vague ideas? My spelling is perfect. I'm never going to look anything up. It's all perfect. Gun that changes player attributes. Speed, will to live. Oh, the W key didn't work. Ill to live. What you will. Speed is an attribute we could change. Max health. We can't really change that with a weapon though, because that could fuck your shit up. What other attributes could you even change besides speed? Money collection size? That could be easily changed. Money drop rate? Because like damage, all that stuff is tied to your gun, right? So if you had a gun that did more damage, that's just a better gun. Goose strength? Oh yeah, you could definitely change the goose strength. Okay. Alec Webb's got to go. Okay, Alec. Thank you for giving me good ideas. I'm sorry if we made them too close to the sun, buddy. But I loved your ideas. Thank you for hanging out with me. And also your art is way better than any art that I'm going to make. So go find a guy to code for you. You're driving me crazy with your... You're going to make some amazing game, okay? And then I'm going to be bugging you to collab, okay? Any second. You're going to add rogue light features. Yeah, I think we are going to add rogue light features. Right now, currently, we don't have them because we need to add saving to the game. This is a not very useful document right now. We need to add saving. The Ghostbusters Proton Pack. That'd be cool as fuck to add. But we can't really add that. I don't know. That'd be cool. A gun that shoots clocks and reminds the enemy the passing of time damages them. I feel like it's like the nostalgia gun. It's like time moves on and you get sad gun. Listen, every gun seems to be like it shoots a weird thing. Here's where I thought we were getting closer. The flamethrower gun's getting bumped up to a solid 8 because I think that's actually gonna go in. And the 7s are too memey, right? Spider goose gun. I mean, there's a chance all these make it in. I think the spider gun could be easy. We have a spider enemy. All we have to do is make the gun shoot that, and we need to make a separate enemy that is a spider. The depression gun? Yeah, we shoot the depression gun every day, okay? Look, we have a spider here. We can spawn in spiders. So imagine these spiders fought for us and not against us. I feel like we'd be onto something already. Oh, we can really spawn in some spiders here. I feel like this should slow down the game, but... It's been a while since we spawned stuff in. Not too bad for all these spiders. We're still at 120 and we're streaming and it's a laptop and the W key doesn't work. Well, it's working now. So yeah, we have weapons, right? And then as you kill stuff, the weapons build in level. It says level 2 here. That's a problem. It should not say that. So we should consider where that bug came from. Now it says level 3. It is level 3 though. Fuck. Why is it? Oh, no. I think I made this weapon level 2 so we could test it. Okay, that's good. No bugs. We're good. What if Great Goose says, what if I made the goose art? You're tempting me here. It's less art I have to make, and then it gets right into the game. That could be interesting. What about a magma gun? Okay, I like the magma gun. So the magma gun would be like... We have a gun, right? This is going to look suggestive as fuck. Let's just make a new... No, let's do the color. So the magma gun could be interesting. It could basically function like a grenade. That's not a bad idea. So you have like the character, right? And he shoots, and maybe like it arcs up, and it comes down. And then when it lands, maybe it doesn't do it. It's like a grenade, so it doesn't do anything when it's in the air. But then when it lands, it makes like basically a pile of magma. Oh, it could make something on the arc too, like little drops. Everything always looks like disgusting jizz or whatever the fuck when we draw it. I don't listen. Goose, don't leave. No. Okay, bye, Goose. I think that's a good idea, even though it doesn't look great now. But I think that's. I gotta delete the VOD after this one. Ninja scroll that shoots exploding clones. Exploding clones. Can we do alt fires? I don't think we can, because right click is always a grenade. Yeah, we only have one fire option too, so that's something to consider. We don't have like multiples. Shield gun that can shoot outside shields that block projectiles. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So it would be like... Let me see. Hold on. I need the player. Isn't the player here somewhere? No, oh my god, we have 2 hands. Yes. Oh, it's this one. Okay, right. So we have the player here. So we could shoot like a bullet. Oh yeah, we gotta think of more melee weapons, because like, what if it was just a shield? Someone suggested a shield, right? Could this be interesting if it was like this and it like blocked the player? There's a trick you can do with it. By the way, this is what Pixel Perfect looks like. This is why I don't like Pixel Perfect. Look how awful that looks when it rotates. I mean, I guess you could have better Pixel Perfect. But anyway. So you could have like a shield and maybe you dash with it. But that's going to be overpowered as fuck. We could do... Here's the other thing we could do. Could we do weapons like this and then not give them mod attachments? So they'd be like particularly good at low level, like not low levels, but early on in the game when like you don't have mods. And then as you get further, it's like, well, this gun just... The only thing is we need to make sure in the code for my game, it's our game now, guys. We're in it together. Yes. Everyone's getting 0.01% of the ad revenue of the game that I'm never going to release. Okay. You're all getting it. Check your mailboxes tonight. Project settings. No. It's a global script. Global shop items. These are mods, weapons. Okay, so we have like a weapon list. We have the name of the weapon so that way we can find it. And this is the level. No, it's not because it says 0. Where the fuck is that then? Is it under player? Player. Global player stats. I bet you it's here. Oh, I'm such a dumb fuck. It is here. So this is the level, the amount of experience it currently has, and the level, right? And I wrote it down because I'm so smart, guys. Look at me. I remembered to write it down. Hold on. There are so many comments. I didn't read anything. Basically, a magma molly. Okay. Shield gun that can shoot out shields. No, we talked about that. Could you use the mouse button for an alternate attack? I don't think so because currently the right click is the grenade. Although we could have it so that there's a certain gun. Oh my god, wait. That's big brain. Okay, wait. We can make a gun. We could actually do that. Jacer Wells, I don't know if you're still here. That comment was a little old, but we could do that. So right now what happens is that when you right click, it just throws the TNT, this thing, boom, and it explodes. And it does a lot of damage, and it's very, very good. But it'd be interesting to have a weapon, because once you have a weapon, you can't actually just drop any weapon. You have to swap for another weapon. You can't drop. You can have no weapon. But what could be interesting is you have a weapon that says while you're holding this, the right click doesn't throw TNT anymore, and you can even block it out maybe on the top there. So even if you have like one TNT, we just write it as like grayed out. And now like right click could do something interesting. We're overscoping, but overscoping is so much fucking fun, guys. Yes. Let's make the Genji weapon where it's like you shoot shurikens and you right click to dash through and then you can't roll anymore, so spacebar becomes the deflect button. This is all too much stuff. But yeah, there could be something. Let's say maybe we could add right clicks. Maybe. Wait, we just lost. Oh, we did lose my gun here. I added, I was working on a way to delete the gun. So we did do that. I should probably get rid of it. I literally just said we can't delete the gun as I found a way to delete it. Okay, it's in here. It's in here. It's this thing. Deposit chest. Let's just delete it. Okay. It doesn't have art yet. Sometimes you'll do that. You just make the code with no art, and it's a little rectangle, and you walk into it. It just deletes whatever weapon you currently have on your character. It also deletes all the mods in the HUD, but that's where things get a little tricky. There needs to be a better way to do it. Whatever. Normally though, you can't just delete your weapon. Okay. A gun that you can. A gun that can enter you into bullet time before you shoot. Okay, so entering into bullet time is interesting. It's very powerful, right? So we're talking about changing the playback speed of the game, which we do a little bit when the player gets hit, I believe. The engine speed. It gets a little tricky because there's some weird things that happen there. Like let's say we are entered in bullet time. Bullet time isn't 0 speed, right? It's slower speed. But let's say you get hit while you're in bullet time. There is code right now to say, when you get hit, pause the game, play a hit animation, and then restart the game. Basically, like take the engine speed and slow it down, then restart it. So how do I explain this? If you're in bullet time and then that happens, it could take you right out of bullet time. But maybe that's good then. I could just imagine it breaking some things. But there is options there for bullet time. Maybe it'd be like a sniper rifle, right? And you click it to enter bullet time, and then you let go and it fires. But there has to be a long grace period between the next shot, because you can't just be in bullet time all the time, right? Although while you're holding it, you're just in bullet time. Tricky. I don't know. There's something there, maybe. Oh, we should write it down to the meme list. Yeah. Okay. But I just made it into a sniper. I don't know what you were thinking. I'm gonna say. Oh, I want to use decimals, but we only have 7s that are decimals. 7.3. Sniper, matrix, bullet time. And so you hold to enter, release to fire / normal time. Does L work? Yeah, L does work. Normal time. This fucking keyboard's falling apart. Okay. Katana is cool. Yeah, we could do like a sword. We could do like a normal ass sword. I like hitting it with the guitar though, because the idea of having a guitar as a melee weapon is fun. Because then when we bonk stuff, we can take the little guitar and we can like make it do little bonk sounds like bonk or something. I feel like it'd be bass as fuck. Okay. Keith, did I miss your question? So quick question. Why are you against weapon swapping? Okay. Sorry, Keith. I don't know if I missed your question. We were just getting to it later. I feel like it would add a lot of skill ceiling and cool plays with more than one weapon around. I did use art. Check the Discord. Okay, it's so hard to balance everything. There are so many thoughts. The Discord. Goose art. Why do I get weapon swapping? There are a couple of reasons. Hold on, let me try to like digest it. Okay. We have goose art. That's pretty good goose art, I'll be honest with you. Fuck. Fuck. Great goose. I was expecting you to draw something bad. You drew something good. How big is this? I can see the pixel size. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 pixels tall. It is fire. Fuck. Fuck. God damn it. Why do I give you guys so much power in my game? Did I say 18 pixels tall? 18 pixels tall. That's this tall. So this your goose is... Oh, fuck. Oh, it's a good sized goose. It's kind of like that. That's from the legs too. Okay. I made it like a chicken in this silhouette here. It was before I did that. Okay. What was the goose gun doing again? Are the gooses attacking, or is it like a bullet that hits the enemy and then a goose just spawns and the goose just kind of like hangs out? I didn't know. We didn't really think too much about it besides it's a gun and there's a goose. Want me to do animations? If you do animations and I don't use them, I feel so guilty. Oh, chill. Just chill. Let me digest, okay? We're trying to answer why we don't have multiple guns. I don't really get to that, okay? Oh, let me read through more stuff. Keith, I'm working on why we don't have multiple guns. Let me think about it for a second here. Multiple guns is going to come with it a lot of... It's a lot of tactics is how I describe it. So now we're going to have slowdown time between, you can't just instantly switch any weapon, right? So we have to have like, okay, you just fired this gun, you can't immediately switch it. It's all stuff you've sort of done in games, so I guess you're very familiar with that. I feel like for me, it complicates a lot of things. Now we have different mods, right? Mods can't be on both guns, so I'm assuming they can only be on one gun at a time. Then I'm thinking about how the UI system works now. It would be a little messy, right? We could redo things, but it seems a little too big for what I want to do. This is like my 10th game. I've had a lot of experience with stuff. I could imagine the W key is not working. I can't move up. Okay, no. Okay, whatever. It's not important. There we go. I can move up now. Yeah, so we have mods that we can equip here, and the idea of having 2 weapons means that we have to like, or 3 or 4. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do it, basically. I want to keep the game very simple, and the core of what I like about it was more Isaac and less Enter the Gungeon. So Enter the Gungeon has like tons of different weapons, and there, as far as I understand, you guys can totally correct me, there are no weapon mods in Enter the Gungeon. Your weapons are just, you have like weapons that have infinite ammo, right? Such as your starting weapon, and then you have more powerful weapons, and you're using the ammo, and then when you're done with the ammo, I think the weapon's done. Guys, I've never really played the game, so you can tell me. That seems to be how that system works. I never liked the idea of resource management on a gun. Instead, I like the idea that like guns can shoot bullets in interesting ways, and then as you apply different mods to them, it makes them more or less interesting. This is kind of good content for the video too, because it kind of explains what I like about Isaac, right? So Isaac has different, in the way that I have different guns, and Isaac will have different characters, and different characters basically have the ability to shoot tiers in different interesting ways, and then when you take on items, it's just taking them and applying them to that character. So in my game, it'll be taking them and applying them to the weapon, right? That's what I'm trying to emulate, so I think we're going from there. There's nothing wrong with multiple weapons, I just think it's gonna be too much right now, but okay. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. 2H guns have alternate fire. but disables you from using grenades. Yeah, I think that would be very smart. Two-handed guns. Okay, yeah. Oh man, should like we have to make it very clear that's what's happening. But maybe that is a good way to balance some of the other guns. There we go. Why'd that spawn nothing? Okay. Fuck yeah. Wait. Are there two hands on the... There aren't. Okay. For a second, I thought we had animations of two hands on Ruby here, because it has two hands. But I realized that would make no sense, because the player has the lantern. Right. So we can't do two hands. That wouldn't make sense, because they always have to be holding the lantern. But still, the idea can work just the same, right? That we have things that are like weapons where you can't use the TNT. We just made that very clear. I think that'd be really good. A sperm gun, yeah, the skull gun, the sperm gun. You said ammo was an issue as well last time. I don't like that as a game mechanic. For me, it bums me out that like you have a cool gun and you can only use so much of it. I want you to have a cool gun, but what makes it cool isn't that it's overpowered. What makes it cool is that it has a personality and it feels sort of interesting. Sure, we can skew a little bit heavier. Some guns easier to use. Some guns are a little bit more powerful. But for the most part, I don't like the idea that like... Yeah, because you know what I do in games? This is what I do in every Dark Souls game, is that you have like consumable items and you just never use them ever because you're afraid you're going to need them sometime. And then you get to the end of the run and you're like, oh yeah, I did have like this random thing that made me do extra damage or whatever. It's like, oh, I never really used that. Yeah, so I just wanted to overcome the obstacle with what I had on me. Okay, this was a productive stream though. This should be the new way we do it. We get ideas from chat, because you guys are full of ideas. Not all of them. The flamethrower gun was good. Here's why it was a good idea. Hold on, let's pull it up. We have the fire extinguisher gun in Patchwork. It's not a gun, but it's a fire extinguisher. And I think it'll function the same way. And we can sort of draw... The only thing with fire is that I like when fire has cool lighting effects, and with guns, we want to lay sort of straight away from bullets with lighting effects. Is there a way to lock rotation on a camera in Godot? I have my camera attached to my character, but then turn my camera... Okay, but when they turn, my camera turns and it just spirals. Hold on, let me read that one more time, Fishy. Is there a way to lock the rotation of a camera in Godot? Why would you be turning your camera? Because you're turning... Well, why don't you just turn the sprite? Do you know what I mean? Like, let's say you did have a character that you wanted to actually rotate. And then you could put things on... Like, I have the player, right? This won't work because I don't like the... Trying to focus through one thing so I don't get too distracted. Oh, this is a different game entirely. But I have the player, right? And let's say, for some reason, I wanted to rotate the player. You're right, this would rotate. It's everything that I don't want to rotate, like the camera and everything like that. But what you could do instead is you could just have the sprite. You could rotate this. Now, this doesn't work for my art style. You don't ever want to rotate these things because they look like they should never be rotated. But if for some reason you did have something that wanted to be rotated for whatever the art style you have or the direction, just rotate the sprite. And then what you could do is you could put any hurt areas, any collision shapes, put them as parents, they're children of that sprite. That's what I would do. 3D game? Yeah. I don't know so much with 3D, buddy. I don't want to lead you way off. Fun stream, been a fan of your while, but I haven't watched any of your streams. Usually they're unhinged, but sometimes they're fun. But sometimes, yeah, usually it's nonsense. They're more me. They're more for me, I'm sorry. Love 3D. Keith, you don't love 3D, okay? You love the Unreal Engine, buddy. If the Unreal Engine could do 2D, you'd be crawling back to 2D. I could feel it. No, that's not true. You love 3D. Jake, I love the shield idea. Maybe a melee that is a shield and sword, but the shield is on your back. Oh, so you have to turn around to block things. That's actually pretty interesting. So wherever you weren't looking is sort of protected. Although that might be too good. No, is that too... no, because you typically want to look at enemies, right? So you're putting yourself in danger. You just whip the mouse around to like insta-block something. I can't 2D. You can 2D. I believe in you. If you can 3D, which is harder, Keith? 2D or 3D? If you had to pick one. Didn't we do that last time? We all agreed 3D was way harder because there's it's literally just 2D with another axis or whatever. No, it's, oh my god, it's not harder. Engage with our audience. Start a poll. Which, W doesn't work. Which is harder, 2D or 3D games? To develop? Which is harder to develop? 2D or 3D? But yes or no? 2D or 3D? There you go. Start poll. Easy. Does my poll actually work on? It does work. Oh, look at that. It does cover up chat though, so that's good to know that it just covers all this shit up. The sword and shield idea does sound super cool. And blocking, so the way that blocking works wouldn't be that hard to do, right? Because all you'd have is a collision shape. I'm sorry, excuse me. All you'd have is a collision shape and have it be able to basically exist on the same, I don't know what you call it, a layer, but the same collision layer as the player. Although that could be buggy, but whatever, we figured that out. But yeah, that wouldn't be too hard to do. Just make it so when it hits stuff, it stops the bullet. Yeah, that'd be super easy. And then it always looks opposite of where the mouse, it'd be like, look towards global mouse position, except the opposite. That'd be super easy to code. 3D is winning. 62%. Can I show this? 3D is winning 62% to 38%. I know it doesn't show on my screen right now. Oh wait, I can show it down here. There you go. 3D just seems like it's 2D plus you have the extra axis, right? And then isn't there like all the weird stuff that you... Fake news. Yeah, true. One day we'll do 3D, but I'll do it in the most 2D way, where it's all 2D sprites and I won't have to worry about it. Okay. I'm glad we have these ideas out now. What does the fish gun do, by the way? Should we have thought that through besides the meme is that it's a fish gun? I gave it an 11. We gave it an 11. We as a community gave it an 11 out of 10. I'm not taking full responsibility. You guys were here, yes queening me when I said fish gun. The trident gun, it sounds like a melee gun. Trident gun melee? Super Smash Brothers Melee? I'm gonna give this a 3, but only because it seems so close to the fish gun. Oh, I lost my chat here. And pull. There we go. Okay, we settled it. 3D is a little bit harder. A spoon as a melee. I don't know about what is... If they have a melee weapon, right, we have to make them uniquely different. I like the idea of having a big, clunky melee weapon, like something that's like big and slow to swing. A gun that shoots knives that stick into enemies and does damage over time. Oh, bleeding damage. The knife gun. Okay, I actually like the knife gun. That's not... In terms of guns that are shooting goofy stuff, a knife gun with a bleed. So what's gonna happen there is we need to add knife as child to enemy. Right, that's how that would work. Or it doesn't have to do it that way. Instead, we could have as the enemy class, we could have like... No, yeah, it would have to be something like that. Yeah. But we could have a bleed effect in the enemy class, and then we could trigger it here with that. I like that. Especially if it did low damage on impact and it was all bleed damage. I'm gonna give this one... The boomerang gun is... The boomerang gun is not gonna be... I don't know what the boomerang gun... I'm gonna give this an 8. I'm gonna give this a solid 8. More knives, more damage. Yeah, more bleeding over time. I like the idea that the knife goes into the enemy, right? And it's added as a child to the enemy. And then it has like a timer. So we would do like a node, right? This is what the knife would be, right? It'd be... What would its main node be? It might just be a node 2D, honestly. It would have a sprite, probably animated, because usually it's stuff animated. And then it would have like a timer, right? And then everything else we could get here. We could get the damage numbers or whatever like that. And every time the timer went off in this code here, you would just re-trigger it. You might have to have 2 timers, right? Because one timer is for how long it's going to last. how long, this would be like the, how long you get bleeded. And this would be like, bleed tick. I'm not saving any of this, but I'm just saying, for example, right? That's how that would be. And then this would be like a little thing that exists. And we put it on like, as a child to the enemy. That could be totally cool. I think it would work great. A freeze gun that slows enemy speed till it hits 0, then they shatter. Okay, we actually have a freeze mod that does freeze enemies. So a freeze gun is not that crazy. We could do something like that. Also, what's interesting about that is that the freeze gun would really not want the freeze mod. Freeze gun. It can't just freeze all the time, right? Because if it froze everything it hit, then that's way too good. So it makes things colder and slower. That's where it gets tricky, because freezing an enemy is not too hard to do. We have the code to do that, but making them slowly get colder, are we adjusting their color modulation? Which we can do. Like, let's say we bring up an enemy, right? Grim. Hello, Grim? Oh, this is the wrong game. Yeah, that would do it. That's the wrong game. Let's bring up Grim. He's my favorite enemy to pick up. Not because he's the best written code, but just because he's big and dumb. And he's not that poorly written. He's pretty poorly written, actually. If we rewrote Grim, he'd be in a way better spot. Like, he has code to find the enemy, and that's what this is. That's this giant circle. You probably never need this, right? I don't know. It's just looking for the enemy at all times. Or looking for the player, I'm sorry. So we could do here, we could go into his color modulation under raw. And you could slowly up the blue every time he got hit. Would this work? Does this even work? Oh, what the fuck? No. One. Can I up it? No. Let's just up it to like 3. Oh, that's a spawn animation. Whoops. Yep, that's pretty blue now. Okay. Listen, this is why. That was to test you guys. All right, that was a whole big joke. This is what I really wanted. We can make him colder, right? That kind of looks good. Goose, you're back again. I did the running animation. Goose, you're doing too much stuff. Okay, we didn't even get the freeze gun in. Look, we can make him colder. That's kind of good, right? We could take it from 1 to 1 point, almost 2, 1 to 2. And then when it hits 2, we put the ice cube on him. That's not bad. That could work. The freeze gun could actually work. I don't know if it'd be a fun gun. I'm going to give it a 5. Not because it's a bad gun, but just we don't know much about it. Slows things, then freezes them. These are ideas. This is what I would say about the freeze gun. That's not a YouTube idea, right? That'd be a gun I talk about for 2 seconds. I made a gun that freezes stuff. Here's how it works. Anyway, back to the fish gun. Look at the animation. Okay, oh my god, we're looking. No, I'm just kidding. I love you. Thank you. We're looking now. I'm doing it. Oh my god. What the fuck? He's so cute. Did we shoot this? Are we shooting the duck? Or the goose? I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Goose. I didn't mean to say duck. I didn't mean to slur to use that. Okay. Now you have no excuses? Okay. I do have excuses. Wait, I can just delete your message. I can delete all these messages, okay? No one has to know. We can delete the VOD. Look. We're good. Where is the... No, not this. I don't know how my Discord works. Where were we at? Focus questions. Was it under Far Gun Frontier? No, of course it wasn't. Okay, where did we put it, guys? What the fuck? Goose, where did you post all this? 3D showcase? It's gonna be something I already clicked on, right? Self promo? No. I am booming out. Server suggestions? Was it? It is under server suggestions. Why would it be under the server suggestions? Nail's gonna be so mad when he sees that. They see that. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? Server suggestions? They're just drawing a goose over and over again. Here's what I will say. If Nail makes it so the goose is the new art instead of my profile picture, like you for the server, then for sure 100% that'll happen. But you have to convince Nail. Pointed spoon. A gun that shoots many bullets in one line. Okay, it's a straight line. With one press. Each individual bullet does small damage, But if they all land, it does lots of damage. You're describing when I did a shotgun poorly, but that could be interesting. Here's what you're missing on that one, right? That's an interesting idea, but I just think what it needs is a reason for that to happen. Meaning that if you had some like top-down, is it top-down I'm thinking of? Yeah, if you had some top-down reasoning why a gun would shoot multiple bullets and when each bullet hit, it did more damage, then that could be very interesting. Yeah, there's no spread. I'm imagining exactly, yeah, I made a bad shotgun originally, and there was only spread when you shot in certain directions, and when you shot in the directions where there was no spread, it would shoot exactly how you're describing, where it's like a straight line. Although, are they all moving at the same speed? Is it like one, is it like, do the bullets look like, is it, the bullets look like this? Well, that's bad. Okay. Is that how the bolts are going to come together? How come I can't just do art better? Okay, there we go. So it just shoots out like that. It's like something like that. That could be interesting. They shoot different angles too, like. Yeah, this stream is losing energy. You can tell it's getting late. It's almost, oh, it is almost midnight here. No spread in the gun. Okay, I'm back and missed some context. No, it's just me making noises. That's pretty much all the context you need. But basically, is that wager? Is that how you say wager? I thought. What? God damn it. Risk of some money. Yeah, a wager. A wager gun. Okay. I don't know why. I've never read wager because I don't read anything ever. Okay. Where did you go? Did you delete your thing? You were right here. And now I tabbed away and I don't see the wager gun. Elkweb, I'm back. Missed some context, but basically a wager revolver shoots 6 shots. Each shot doubles in damage if the previous one hit. Yes, but it takes a second for all of them to deploy. Do they move like that though, or would they look more distance based? Can you do a proximity mine like in it? Like in, oh, like GoldenEye or Time Splitters. Yeah, we could do a proximity mine. To some extent, we have that a little bit. Not super in there, but to a little bit. Hold on. Also, we should turn Grim back. Grim's very blue. Too blue, buddy. Chill. Oh, he did chill. That was the problem. Okay, good. Also, did this go back, the spawn thing? It did go back. Okay, good. Okay, so if we spawn every weapon. Spawn every weapon. Okay, so this one's sort of racket. It sort of functions a little bit like a TNT. I'm sorry, like a little bit like a proximity mine. The W key doesn't work. Oh, there we go. So it shoots like this, and then these sort of land on the ground. If enemies walk into them after they landed, the enemies will take damage. But the problem is that they don't last very long, so it would be also really interesting to have a gun that was more that. Especially if it didn't shoot... Because the way that I thought this gun was interesting is that it's basically a shotgun, but the way a shotgun's interesting is that a shotgun's only good up close, but this gun doesn't do any damage up close, right? It's a needle it's shooting. The needle has to be in the ground. I still stand by this, even though I explained this gun is not good. So everyone on the YouTube video that I showed this gun, they were all like, why would you make a gun that's not good? But I stand by. I thought it was an interesting design. Especially when you start adding in weird mods. There's like one mod in particular that really breaks this one. Double down. So what double down does is it takes the amount of bullets you're shooting. W key, please come back. Okay, it takes the amount of bullets you're shooting and it doubles them. So let's take tea leaves. It's shooting 2 bullets. It's not very interesting, right? Tea leaves, maybe that's hard to see. Let's do... Dude, it sucks that I can't go up. Okay, there we go. Right? Actually, it doubles it +1, right? So it does 3. If you have 1 bullet, it shoots out 3. But what's interesting is that when you take it and just double it +1 for racket, it gets so much better because now we went from 3 up to like however many that is, 14, I think. I don't know, not 14. You know what it is? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It shoots. Yeah, I just like guns like that where certain mods just make things way, way, way cooler. Chad, what's up? The shotgun needler. Yeah, the shotgun needler. Big hellfire. Dude, when are we all gonna hang out, guys? I miss you guys. I thought initially your art was all lighting tricks, but your sprite work is actually insane. Oh, thanks. Maybe I downplay it too much, but I think the lighting does a lot of... I say this term all the time. It does a lot of heavy lifting, okay? And I'm okay with that. Especially scenes like this up here. I feel like the lighting in this kind of stuff really makes stuff look really good and really fun. The shadow's not the greatest. I know we can fix that, but yeah, the lighting on some of the stuff is really fun to do. Yeah. The prisoner grooms. All right. What did we miss? We were almost had some more guns. MGS, I did the idle animation. You're Goose. You're too far. Listen, you have to convince Nail to make the Discord. I don't know why I'm convincing you to convince Nail. Okay, listen. I'm just telling you. If you really... You did the idle animation. Okay, pitch me on the gun. What's wrong with the shadow again? Okay, I'll show the shadow one more time. So the shadow goes over... You see how like the gun is on... Actually, it's a hard line right here. You see that? And then the player has light on top of him. If we really are blocking out all shadows, the whole player should be dark here. Although I think that looks particularly bad. What I really want to have happen is that the shadows don't cover any of the player itself. Instead just covers the ground. Yeah, it sort of just breaks certain things. It makes... Yeah, look at that. Like, that looks really weird. Yeah. The shadow... It looks good at a glance, but if you stare at it for too long, it looks a little rough. But sometimes, sometimes I like doing shadows, so... I always like the shadow in this main scene here, just because it is a little subtle, so I think it works a little better. Okay. Goose, you're supposed to sell me, okay? Put whose username in chat? I'm saying Nail is the Discord moderator. So if you get them to change the Discord, because they have the power to, then it's a done deal. Okay, like this over here, MZ's Arcade. If you change this image here to the Goose, oh my god, dude, I love the little animations. It's very, very cute. Gun pitch. Chain lightning beam type gun that you can start to cause damage to yourself if you use for the stupid hearts in the way for too long of a shot. Can you ping me on Discord? You can message me on Discord. Pitch me the gun idea. You want to jump in VC and pitch the gun idea? Although if we VC it up, sometimes it gets messy. Depends. It's almost midnight though, so usually it doesn't get too messy when it's this late, right? It's up to you, Goose. Whatever you want to do. You not seeing the notification on your other server hurts me. Which server? Yesterday. Oh my god. I'm sorry, comment. Is that what you meant? Come on, is this why you're saying magma gun? This is so cool. Wait, we could do something like this for sure. Although it grows bigger, that's really fun. Come on, you're always working on something cool, buddy. Love this. Oh dear, who's that? Ooh. Gun pitch. Penguin gun that shoots penguins that bounce off walls and does AoE. I like the chain lightning gun, but I don't... Hurting the player... Hold on, we need to really think about that. Using the player's health as a resource is a little spooky. It'd have to be very powerful, because you're not going to have that much health to play with, and there's no health spawning on the ground. But chain lightning is an interesting idea. Yeah, there's more stuff to think about there. What could be interesting is, so like a lightning-based gun, right? This song is too loud. Hold on, skip. What if we did a lightning-based gun where it was like you hold it to charge and then you let go to fire, and the longer you were holding, the more enemies it chains to, meaning that it shoots to one enemy, and then if you were holding it for long enough, it was going to shoot to a second and then possibly a third enemy. But basically, you're just holding and releasing, like you're choosing to charge up your shot. I feel like that could be really cool, really interesting. Yeah, this gun gets out of hand so fast. What the fuck? Same thing with the shotgun though. Boom, bang. Oh god, it's already midnight. I have work tomorrow and I have to go to work early tomorrow. Okay. I think we got some good ideas. I'm sorry if I missed some ideas. Guys, you had so many. I didn't expect you guys to give me all the gun ideas. Now we know how to farm chat for the game design ideas. That's the new strategy. Number of bullets could change to how many times it bounces. Oh, that's interesting. And that's not hard to do because, is it hard to do? It's doable. It's doable. I put the pitch in Discord. Okay. Goose, you are, I'm hearing you. Hold on, I'm moving stuff. Sorry. You put the pitch in Discord. Click here, and then main lounge. Seth Goose Gun shoots 1 to 3 gooses. Yes, gooses. Okay, fine. You saw that one coming. That will do damage on impact. After they land, they will attack enemies for 7 to 10 seconds. You really have the whole stats lined out. A golden goose has a small chance of spawning. You didn't draw a golden goose. I don't know what kind of golden goose you're talking about. That does twice as much damage. Plus stays twice as long. Can have the ability to spawn more geeses, but it doesn't spawn gooses. So that's interesting. Even golden geese. Okay. I'm trying to think. When you ask for ideas, the server of idea people is gonna blow you up. Sorry, this heart is always messing with me whenever I do stuff. When you ask for ideas, a server of idea people is gonna blow you up. Yeah, it is true. It's true. You guys do actually have good ideas, because what happens when you make games is that you think you have a lot of great ideas. It's for me. I'm just talking for myself now. I think I have a lot of great ideas. I need to do like 4 or 5 ideas. And you're like, I'm out of ideas. That was it. That's all I had. 10 years of thinking of ideas. I had like 4 or 5. Okay, I don't know. I mean, maybe more because I have more weapon mods and stuff like that. But at a certain point, I'm like, that's good enough. I got all my ideas up. That's where you guys come in, and we farm you guys. The magma gun is good, right? Because we can shoot like puddles of magma. I like that. Okay, we have a bunch of good ideas. Okay. The spellbook gun. I like this narratively. The problem with the spellbook is what's really cool about it is you choose what spells you're casting. This wouldn't do any of that. This would just be basically a glorified gun that's shooting spells. Not every gun has to be that crazy, right? But there isn't much there. I don't know why I give this. You know what? We have to revive this 10. Let's try to really map these out now. This might be a 6. Oh, we can't do points because it's not a 7. Okay, I'll do a 6. What is a 6? Hamburger gun because I want hamburger right now. You are a mod, so we already have that though. It's called the hot dog launcher, serves mustard ketchup gun. I think it can do hamburgers, because a hamburger, if you think about it, it's just one flattened out little hot dog with different meats. Fish gun shoots puffer fish and piranhas. A puffer fish, I imagine like a fish that shoots in like, I don't want to say 8 directions. It could be more than that. But you know when like, is that in Mario where the fish shoots and it's like, goes all. Hot dogs are nerfed hamburgers. Is that like a change my mind? Is that like a, what's like the change my mind meme? Change my mind. Is this what's happening here? Hot dogs are hamburgers, change my mind or something? Okay. One time, a apple with a worm. A one-time use apple with a worm in it that does poison damage. Okay, that one-time use stuff could be more interesting although that's oddly specific, so I don't know about that one. But the idea of a one-time use item that does poison damage, that's not bad. We have lantern effects. When you sit down and talk to... This might break the game. Hold on, let me pick this up. I don't want the game to look too stupid. Okay. When you sit down and talk to the cat, you put usable... The game scope is too big, huh? No, it's not. No, it's definitely fine. Okay, let me explain this. When you sit down and talk to the cat, you sign contracts. So like this one spawns pillars of flame when you light your lantern. You give hearts to do this in the very beginning. You don't have to give a heart because it would make the game too hard. So you just have to use innocence. And then you basically have to sign your little name there. Look at MZ_ETH. That's a legally binding contract. I like to put a little guy. There you go. So you're really happy. You can draw all over this. You do whatever you want. That would be more something to go there. Something like poisons, like a poison cloud spawn when you hit E. We can show this real quick. So if we spawn a bunch of enemies. Oh, that's not enemies. That's chests. And we charge the lantern, so the lantern's max now. So now when we start the lantern, let me tap there. It'll spawn pillars of flame, and they'll hurt enemies. They don't hurt you though. You're good. So that could be something we go there, like poison clouds or something. Yeah, that's like an option there though, but probably not for a gun. A poison apple, probably not. God, this mod really does break a lot of guns. Oh, there's the ice cube. Although the character was still moving with the ice cube, so I don't know. I'm back. I did the golden goose. Okay. It's too much commitment now. Now it did beautiful golden goose. Oh my god. It could be more golden actually. Not that I'm judging, okay? I'm not gonna judge a mod of mine. Okay, it's a little, I gotta be honest, in comparison, it seems a little large here. And I did the very scientific copy paste. There's no way I can find the right size for this. It should be 18 pixels tall. So, oh, but I did too big a frame. How many pixels for the eyes? 2? Maybe that'll work. I almost got that. That's almost pixel perfect. Oh my god, I'm stealing art. The foot's broken. Wait, was the foot always like that? This foot's wrong. And this one's wrong. This goes over here. Okay, it's clearly not pixel perfect. I'm sorry, Goose. I don't know what I'm doing to you. I'm ruining my own game. That's your game now. Okay. Okay, listen. Make this one smaller. There we go. The only thing is when I do black outlines in my game, it's completely black. You have some light colored outlines, which I like, but I might have to change it for the style. The feet are totally broken. Hold on. You have like 1 pixel over. Hold on. Control Z. Give me a brightness contrast. Keith, you're going to bed. Oh, Keith, bye. I miss you, buddy. We gotta hang out sometime. Tired, I think I'm going to sleep. Yeah, me too. You're not missing much. I'm going to sleep super, super, super soon. Crazy Cap, I remember you. How are you doing? I awake. You're getting mixed signals? No, okay. Yeah, I'll see you later, buddy. Yeah, we do need to hang out. Yeah, I miss talking to you and Nick. We need special Discord perms where you guys can jump in and bother me. Not that I don't like everyone else jumping in, but it is nice to have like certain people that can really derail the stream if I really want them to. Plus, I just like seeing what you guys are up to. Okay. Now the legs are too far apart. What did I do wrong here? Is the whole body too wide? This was right. Is your Discord a good place to ask about Godot questions? Yeah, you can ask about any Godot questions. I can't promise that I'm always going to be there to answer everything. I just have a lot of dumb things going on sometimes. Is this what it's supposed to be? I fucked it up so bad. Oh, I'm so sorry. There should be 3. Okay. The goose has been cooked. Not pixel perfect. No, it's not. Okay, shut up. It's good. It's good enough. I was just going to do the colors real quick. I was going to change the colors. Color balance. Can we go more golder? Oh my god, he's getting even more golden. It's more yellow. Oh, it's not even doing the right frame. There it is. Gold is more of a dark color though, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Okay, I just suggest, it's a little dark. Copy and paste. Blending options. Outer glow. Oh, that looks really bad because this doesn't have the outline. Oh, I'm fucking it up. I am fucking it up. Oh, Jesus, I'm fucking it up. Listen. Great Goose, I think we might have to add the goose in, but don't give me more time, okay? We need more time to add it in. All right. Guys, we were supposed to do 2 hours today. We did 2 hours and a couple minutes. But we have gun ideas. I like that song. We have laser gun, need more info, matrix gun, and just bullet time. This one could be good. Here's the thing with this, with a sniper. I think you have to have penetrating bullets. Do you know what I mean? Because no matter how hard you're charging up, you butchered it? Yeah, I did some butchering. Okay. The penguin gun. The penguin gun sounds a lot like the goose gun. I gotta be honest with you, penguins. I feel like my mods are just making guns based on what their names are. And that doesn't seem right at all. Oh my god, guys. Jackbox Studio is here. The creator of Jackbox. Laser gun. Shoots one beam, lasts 6 secs. I was asking 6 secs with your mom last night. Okay. 4 secs to reload. Resets only when you run out of fuel. Enemies that get hit get a debuff. Or something. I like laser gun ideas. We need to really nail down a laser class. And then from there, we can do tons of cool laser guns. But my fear is that the laser stuff seems like you have to do raycasts, and I've done raycasts. I'm not afraid of that, guys. I'm not afraid of anything. But the way raycasts work is that they have to like end. So I'm worried, like let's say I have a bullet, right? And I have like an animation on that bullet. Do I have to make it really small? That way I can copy and paste this until it hits a wall. And then like, cause like what happens if I do an animation of a beam, right? And the beam's like this long. It's like an animation, right? So it's like, it does like weird effects. And then when it gets here, if it doesn't hit a wall, it does it again. But then when it does hit a wall, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be able to cut off the animation right where it has to. If that makes any sense. I'll look into it. I will look into it, okay? There are things to look into. My brain only has so much space, and it's like a couple gigs, tops. Okay. I hate to end it here, because we're having fun. But at the same time, I have to be a good person and go to work tomorrow. Oh yeah, this broke. I'm not even touching the screen and this is shooting. Okay, chill gun. Gotta fix this gun at some point. Sometimes it just likes to fire. All the sperm guns. Okay. Got some rest. Okay, thank you. That's what I needed. I needed Goose to tell me I could go before Goose drew 14 more bullets and guns. Penguin, listen, if you want the penguin gun, you know you have to start drawing the penguin. Alright, because I'm sure as hell not going to do that part. It was fun watching. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I was worried about streaming. We hadn't streamed in over a week. And sometimes you worry, like, can I stream? Am I going to know how to talk again? Turns out I still know how to talk. It's like riding a bike. Or it's because you talk every day just to real people. I will draw the penguin. Just give me the color palette. Listen, Goose didn't need a color palette. Goose just be out here drawing whatever. I can always change the colors. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, I always do this. I say bye 100 times. Okay. Talking is hard. Yeah, it's true. Okay, saying bye is even harder, especially when you guys are here being fun. Alright, I'm gonna go. Oh, I died. Look at that. Perfect. The game crashed when I died. Hold on. Now my brain's frozen. That's not good. Why does it say player 0? Attempt to call this... Well, how about you just don't call it then? How bad could that be? How bad could that be? Just delete it, right? Game crashes, delete that line. Next. There you go. That's the VOD. That's the clip, I mean. There you go. That's for the gram right there. That's how you be a coder. Game crashes, just delete the line. That's it. That's it, chat. Done. Ship it. What? That's such a bad idea. Okay, fine. We'll test it one time. But if it doesn't crash this one time, just know I was right. Here's the thing. I read what it was saying. And it was right. Hold on. How do we get more TNT? There we go. Okay, here it is. This is the moment of truth. If the game doesn't crash, then I fix the game. Just like that. See? Looks fixed to me too. Perfect. Nailed it. Penguin, I don't know about your penguin gun anymore. Alright, I got the game fixed. You gave me bad advice. Done and done. That's what I'm saying. Write that one down. If your game breaks, just delete that line of code. That line wasn't good. I didn't like that line. Fix the problem. You know? Penguin gun's not working, delete the penguin gun. It's not that hard, penguin. You know what I'm saying? Alright. The trend is to say bye 3 times and we leave. I think that is the 3rd time, just like Beetlejuice. Now for sure, 100%, we will go. He will regret it soon. Shut up, I'm not going to regret it. Breaks game, deletes game, no problem. That's what I'm saying, Chad. It's easy, just like that. So you can see what it did. Oh, I know what it did. No. Okay, memes aside, I know what it was trying to do, and I know my code, and it was just, I didn't need it. No good. Yeah, we're good. All right. Make a gun that makes the code come back. That does not sound good. Okay. All right. thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and we will stream some other day. I don't know what day. I don't want to commit to anything because I'm exhausted. But we'll stream some other time. All right, bye guys.